title. Ryan Garcia, a free agent after this fight. Hey, that's all I'm saying. Hey. But at the end of the day, shout out to WBC, Barrios Garcia fight predictions. We talking the whole card. Uhirsky. We even talking the Clarissa Shields fight. And we even talking today's fight. Shout out to Alex Bray. Shout out Box Lab. Let's get it. But you know what it is, man. We here to cook. We going to cook. And it is what it is. Let's get straight to it. You know what I mean, Ski? Word around town is.
Dog hit me up. Said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up. Said he got lit. Bad jump shot.
Send the notifications out too. Send the notifications out.
Said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up. Dog hit me up. Shorty on my line, told the bitch to call back, cause she getting out of line. Louis, what's the deal? Nigga, we talk. Got a 9 on a mission, nigga. Watch, we talk.
What else?
On the block, tell me everything you know, from the guns to the chips and the kilos of coke. All I see is white. Let my vision flash. Got my hand on them birds, about 100 in cash. Nigga, what's the math? Said I'm rich forever. Ride a trap or die. Got my mind on this cheddar. Wish a nigga would. If a nigga try, leave brains on the step, laying next to his mind. Get it or die. That's the motivation. I tell it how it is. See the bullets penetration. Dog hit me up. Said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up. Said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up. Said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up. Said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Kick the door, hit the floor, homie. See the floor, homie. Leave your brains on the floor, homie. I want your bricks from my crib in the floor, homie. I'm talking dollars and them cents from my drawer, homie. Tie your bitch by the beat, I want it all, homie. You niggas barking like the deed, I let it off, homie. 100 pounds in the crib, I took it all, homie. I left the nigga by stairs where his bra, shorty. 200,000 on the rinse and spent the charm on it. Dump a nigga on his neck, that's a prize moment. Real niggas up back, no bases low. Pussy tried to walk me off, hit a crazy homie. Bent the block, up 10, left him in the coma. Northside, Illidale, you know, son of Cobra. Big dog in the pit, the dog hit me up. Said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up. Said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up. Said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up. Said he got lit.
Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Shout out my co-host Santos Boxing. Shout out my bro Steve Frontline. Shout out to Game All Night. Shout out Timmy T. Shout out Herb Legend. Shout out Fast Life. Shout out D1. Yo, shout out the community. Shout out my guy Edwin, Round One Sports Talk. Hey, yo, pull up tomorrow. My brother will be live. We will be over there with the Nostradamus picks. But you know how it is, man. It's the AM time, baby. It's the takeover time. You understand me? Ho. Let me tighten that up. Ain't no T.O. over here, but let me tighten that up. ASAP ski. You hear me? But besides that, it's about that time. It's a lot of news to break. Andy Cruz. Hey, man. Andy Cruz resume about to be super duper heavy, coming off a loss, Andy Cruz coming off a loss. Now he's fighting one of the scariest guys, Andy Cruz, he in the mix. He signed that Arbor Bell situation, y'all. I don't know what's up with Andy, but hey, Andy want all the smoke. Yeah, Andy Cruz want all of the smoke. He chose to go the Albert Bell route. Me personally, hey, the art queen, I appreciate you. You love my music. I love you, woman. You understand me? Thank you. I don't want my wife to go crazy, but I love all of the fans that that appreciate me, that appreciate this content. But at the end of the day, it's about that month time. You understand me? It's about the time to get into these fight predictions. It's about that time. You know how I do it, man. I'm just very weird with it right now. But besides that, man, it's fight week, baby. It's fight Eve. It's fight card Eve today. It's the Eve. You know what I mean? Like that Christmas Eve when you in prison, we call it commissary Eve. Well, this is the eve of the fight. This is the eve of the fight. And let's talk about it, baby. Let's talk about it. All heavy. Everything heavy right now. So we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. My apologies. My apologies. No, but we got to talk about it. You hear me? It's only right. Big dog in a bit. Big dog, big dog in a bit. Andy Horoka, like, bro, you didn't pull up to the press conference. Hopefully today we see him at the weigh-in. But you know what a lot of people want to say, that jet lag about, which is true, that jet lag about to fuck him up. But at the end of the day, hopefully they give him some type of medicine. No, people talking this, but hopefully they give him something. No, hopefully they give that guy something. Now, I mean, let me grab this coffee right quick. It's just a lot going on right now. What's a lot going on? It's a lot of, that's why I hate doing this shit, man. I love doing it, but I'm talking about like, what's going on, like, in these YouTube streets. You got a lot of people that's out here that's on some other type of stuff. But today what we're gonna do, man, once all facts pull up, man, you know what it is. We don't let nothing marinate. We get straight to the sauce, everything saucy. So I'm not like everybody else who's gonna follow the narrative of certain other people. You hear me? Because we not on that. We not on that at all. But right now, man, it's just it's time to cook. It's time to cook. It's time to cook, and we're going to cook. And we're going to cook. Give me a second, y'all. Let me go grab certain things. Get this thing up and popping. Up on the roll. You know how I go. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of blackballing going on, man. It's a lot of blackballing going on. And I ain't gonna fault nobody for that. You hear me? I ain't gonna fault nobody for that. But hey, man, send out my notifications, please. Send out my notifications, please. Because I'm going to keep it tall, man. I got over 100 people in Philly be like, even though they still come through and watch my shit, my homies be like, bro, like, what's up with the notifications? Why they doing you like this? Why they doing you like this, bro? No? Why they doing you like this? Me personally? I don't know. But it's cool, though. It's cool, though. Know what I mean? I just came to cook, and I'm going to always cook. Let me show my face to these motherfuckers. Let me show my face. Let me show my face. I gotta show face on these crumbs. But let's get into it. To these fight predictions. Before we get into these fight predictions, Andy Cruz, Albert Bell will happen. Yesterday, deadline. Hey, frontline, what up? No, yesterday, deadline. I'm gonna keep it real. If Andy Cruz should have ducked. You hear me, frontline? Andy Cruz should have ducked. I don't know, man. I don't know why he signed that contract. That boy too big. You seen at 130, he ain't had no fight at 130. Top rank dropped him. That boy ain't had no fight. Like, YouTube be hating front. But I hope Andy Cruz get the victory. But hey, that's a tough fight. Andy Cruz versus Albert Bell. No, for the IBF eliminator, that's a tough fight. But besides, and today, the judge decides about this Virgil and Oscar situation with this boot situation. So hopefully later on, by the time we get to round one sports, later on at 7:30, the information should be out there. But hey, Frontline, y'all doing live commentary tomorrow, right? You gonna pull up, man? Shit. I like that Nostradamus pick shit. Know what I mean, I'm really tuned into that. So I'm really waiting to tomorrow to pull up on Round One Sports with my guy Frontline and Edwin and give my Nostradamus pick. But we got to talk it. I see a lot of things going on. Like, listen, I was saying Richardson Hitchens might get robbed, but shit, if today Ryan Garcia, last fight with Golden Boy, this fight, he becomes a free agent. Hey, I wish Ryan well. Ryan, you got to pull it out. Yeah, Morrell in a tight spot. Morrell in a tight spot. He got the fight. Hopefully, we pull it off. I mean, we pull it off, man. We Caribbeans, it's the Americans, baby. We got to pull this shit off. You know, But yeah, man, today's the final day. Today, Friday. Hopefully, the fight can still happen between Virgil and Boots. Hopefully the fight still happen because Oscar still want the fight to happen. It's just, you know, I think the TV deal, right? But you know what's so crazy to me, right? If Eddie Hearn got shares and own parts of his own, they just re-signed their contract with his own for another 5-year deal. But bro, if you own parts of the zone, you signing yourself, it's crazy. It's good though. No, keep it good money. But hey, I don't know. We're gonna get into more of that. I gotta get into more detail. I got you know, what up, what up?
You
What up, broski? You good?
was good, bro.
Chilling, 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 man.
So yeah,
Yeah.
the shit with Ryan Garcia though. In the interview, he said that it's a possible might be his last fight with Golden Boy. That
Yeah,
leaves
I
a
heard
lot of questions to be answered.
that.
Is it because of the way the contract's written
Mm,
that he's saying maybe if he wins, they extend his contract? Maybe he's gonna resign with Matchroom. There's a lot of maybes, and it's scary. I mean,
yeah.
it is what it is. It is what it is.
But I think he should. I don't know. What you think? You think he should resign back to Golden Boy?
I think Oscar's been doing a good job with him. I mean,
Yeah,
think about it.
I believe it.
After 3 losses, he's still going for the WBC belts.
And you still one of the biggest names in the
Yeah,
game. You know?
I think Oscar's doing a good job. I think that they should put the politics aside and just fucking stick to business.
Yeah.
And then here we go. I'm gonna bring it up again. I don't mean to change the subject on you, but we got to talk about it.
Happy. Come on.
The WBC once again. You wonder why you pay more for the WBC. Well, let's put it in perspective. Let's go. Number one, it's the only organization that works with their fighters. You don't have to pay up front before the sanctioning fight. That's number one. Number two, we talked about this shit last night on round one, but I forgot who it was for. I think it was Navarrete versus Navarrete against somebody. Remember they made that leather jacket?
Yeah, yeah. What fight was that? I know what fight you're
That
talking about.
it was all the Mexican. Anyways, it was like a biker jacket. It
Yes, it
had
was.
Mexico on the back, and it had a bunch of Mexican legends like patched in and shit. Right?
Mm-hmm.
What other organization is doing little extra incentive? And you got to understand, these incentive things that they're doing is one of one.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Fucking the Bud and Canelo fight, that ring was fire, one of one. And then you saw De La Hoya pulled out yesterday,
Yeah, you
the
seen that challenge?
WBC, bro. So Bobo's one of the subs over there. He actually brought it up. That shit worth 400,000, and the WBC on their website they put out a statement of the meaning behind that chain. The same thing
Mm.
with the meaning behind the whatchamacallit too. The meaning behind the ring that they gave to Bud in the Canelo fight, and
Yeah.
also the jacket. It
Plus
they all
plus
mean
blood on
something.
the the ring. You see they ring they got too?
Who's that?
With Bo Mac and Bud, the ring they got, the big ass ring too, the
Yeah,
gold
yeah.
ring.
That you know that top come off, right? That the
I
top.
know that. Wow, I
So
know that.
so
Fire.
that ring, the top unscrews it's like a quarter turn screw off, and the inside is the actual stadium that they fought at, and it's got the name of both fighters. Yo, that shit is fire. That shit
That's
is
fire. Shit, that shit better than the Eagles Super Bowl ring if it's like that.
exactly.
What? That's crazy. Shout out to WBC, man. Shout out to
So
WBC.
so all these fighters, right, talking all this shit about the WBC. The WC is the only one that's working with boxers, putting up these, sanctioning. They're sanctioning these fights so they can fight, but they're not charging up front like the IBF, WBO, and the BA. You know what I'm saying? If 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 you're going based on contracts and it's a set percentage in your contract, you don't want to pay that. They're the only organization that'll work with you to get
Mm.
that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, WBC the truth, man. They the
Yeah,
truth.
yeah, they are. And then you wonder why they call it the most prestigious bout in boxing. They're doing
Yeah.
shit that no other organization's doing.
Hmm. And I know pretty sure a lot of these amateur fighters, I know when I was a kid growing up, we'd seen that green belt. That's the belt. Oh, I get that belt. I'm gonna be a superstar. I'm gonna make money. Certain like that's what I always
Facts.
thought, and it's a fact. It's a
Facts.
fact. It's a fact.
Why do you
It's a
think why do you think Floyd held that belt so proud?
thank you.
Why do
Thank
you think
you.
he held that shit so proud?
Thank you.
He didn't give a fuck about the WBA, the WBO, and the IBI. He didn't give a fuck about those belts.
The green one. The
That
green
green
one.
belt.
That green one brought that money. Yeah, man. You see who Oscar signed yesterday? Tyson Fury called in. They got a new signee, the Golden Boy. That's what's up. But how you think next tomorrow gonna go with all these fights?
You want my predictions? You want my picks? What do you want?
We gonna do the we're gonna do the Nostradamus joint tomorrow. No, shit, I can't wait till tomorrow.
I
I gotta get my picks. I gotta win one
I
of them
I
games, man.
I think the upset of the night. Okay, hold on. Let me backtrack a little bit. I think the fight of the night they kind of sold me on it was that Frank Martin and Albright fight. They was
Yes.
talking their shit. You know what I mean? I think that fight's gonna be fireworks. Only because they both said, "Yo, Frank Martin told Albright, you're gonna meet me in the middle of the ring,"
Hmm.
and he said, "We could do it in the middle of the ring. We could do that. Whatever you want, we're doing it." So I
Yep.
think that fight's gonna be fireworks. Um, I expect Gary Antoine Russell to get Andy out early. And when I say early, I mean within three.
Yeah.
Within three, I mean if you look, we looked it up last night. We talked about it. Andy's last fight was back in 2024, September of 2024. So not
Woo.
only does he have ring rust, he's
Yes.
also got that time lag from Japan to here. He just got here. His body's not acclimated to the time yet.
Yes.
So that's that. I think the upset of the night, though,
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I think Duarte gonna pull this off, bro.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm
I
with
think
you.
Du- I think Duarte has a chance. I mean, Edwin, he's like, nah, you just saying that because you're Latino,
No, he got a
but
chance. He got a
he's got
chance.
a chance. Let's think about, and I don't use triangle theories in boxing because that shit never works. But out of all the fights that Hitchens had, the one that he struggled with the most was Gustavo Lemos.
Yes.
In that Gustavo Lemos fight, what made him struggle? The pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Hitchens is not good fighting off his back foot.
Not.
Don't get me wrong, he's got a phenomenal jab. He's got phenomenal footwork. He's got phenomenal ring IQ. But where he struggles is that back foot. Duarte is an aggressive pressure style fighter. Duarte's going to be in his face the whole night. And you
Yeah.
can argue that Duarte doesn't have pop, power, whatever. We can argue that. But guess what? Accumulation with the volume punches that Duarte's gonna throw, eventually, with Hitchens being on his back foot, is gonna start affecting Hitchens, and he might go down.
Yeah, I got a feeling he gonna get dropped. I got that feeling. Same feeling you got, I got it. I got it. Hey, I don't know. Like I always told Son, how other people was big on hit. I don't see it. I don't see it. No, I see he got a good jab. I see he got great footwork. But the way he talk, like he's that, he don't never show it.
Nah,
Like, but that's Cambosis, man. Me and all right, I can salute you for that. The Liam fight was cool, but the way you put yourself up there, you ain't put on a like any type like a Shakur Teo type. You never put on one of those type of performances. I'm not
nah.
Cambosis shit because Cambosis to me is trash. No, he's a
He's
good fighter.
washed up.
Don't get me wrong, but the way how Hit was glazing him, oh, that's a good legacy fight. No, the fuck is not, bro. No, it
It's a
was an
good it's a good name for the casuals that don't know boxing.
easy.
Like when they look at oh, who has he fought? Oh shit, he fought George Kambosos. George
Yeah,
Kambosos' ass. We could say the same shit with Keyshawn. Keyshawn, you know what I'm saying? You tell him, oh, he fought Jose
thank you,
Pedraza. What
thank you,
Pedraza did he fight though? He didn't fight Prime Pedraza.
thank you. And that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Even when you look at art, you probably got a Jermaine Ortiz on your record, but bro, I mean, it ain't no shade, no nothing, no. Even though Jermaine put on a good fight and exposed certain situations, but I don't know, man. No, it was a good win. Don't get me wrong, but nah, I like Key a lot, but resume wise, especially at 135, I always bring up that Barenchek fight. Like I
Yep.
thought Navarrete beat Barenchek, and they just secure you to get an easy victory to a title, which was Barenchek. Because if you would have fought Navarrete, that motherfucker heavy handed, and we would have got a war, But they awarded Barenchek the whole 2022. They awarded every Ukrainian to become a title holder again, and made it easy, made it super duper 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 easy for Keyshawn to pick up a title.
And let's not
But
forget that he fought a weight drained Lemos.
the most,
What a
that's all.
lot of people what a lot of people don't realize is that Lemos came in 7 pounds overweight. And
Yep,
although Keyshawn agreed to fight with him, he made Lemos continue to drop weight
yep,
throughout the night into the fight.
yep.
So he was drained,
Yes, he
like
did.
he had nothing up top, which means he had no water up top. But that brain, every time he got hit, that brain got rattled. He had no cushion up there.
It's a fact. That's a fact. They drink shit out that boy, man. They drink him.
I
You
give
know,
him
uh,
credit for Jermaine Ortiz. That's a good win on his resume. But and then Ryan, oh, I mean, we've been talking behind the scenes about this shit, but let's get it out there. Let's get it out there.
yo, what you
I
think
know
about
you
this?
said. I know you said that there's a lot of political shit going on the back end of boxing,
Mm-hmm.
and you wouldn't be surprised if they rob Garcia if he doesn't drop Barrios. I agree 150%.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, fuck.
Shit, crazy.
I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest, if it's a fucking draw.
I won't be so. When you hit me with that, I was like, "Ooh, it can, it can, it can, it can." And a lot of people ain't look at it like that. It can. That you gonna find out, man.
It'll be sad. It'll be sad for Barrios because that'll be what his second or third
Third,
fight in a row
yeah,
draw.
third in a row, third draw in a row. If that happens. Um, no, this is a tough one. The main event is a tough one. You know, And the reason I state that, especially now that throughout the week I found out, this probably be Ryan last fight, plus he being a free agent. This political shit behind the scenes be real. I'm like for instance, like Oshaki. Remember when he fought the guy Koseko, and that was his last fight. To me, I thought he won that fight, but top, to me, it's always when you got a last fight. Top. This is what I always think. Top ranker rob you, and when you resign, they give you a motherfucking rematch so you can catch your title back. This is how I always thought, because I always think about corruption in boxing, especially the people that was running Top Rank at the time. Then when you look at this situation right here, because I say the same thing about Eddie Hearn. I always say the same shit about Eddie Hearn. I always think Eddie Hearn, he's a good promoter, but he's a snake in the suit. And a lot of these people are, especially with this Ryan Garcia situation. You talking to the guy, Rick Renee, John, the nigga, Mr. Versace, who wearing all of them African Versace sweaters. You got all of these motherfuckers, that's still putting it in the air and trying to get an answer out of Ryan. But how you think Golden Boy gonna feel about this situation? It can be all types of plans in the background, but don't get me wrong. That green belt will look good around Ryan waist. That shit
and
will look very good around that guy waist. And I
and it'll
pray, and
carry a lot of weight too. Because Ryan's just Ryan, dude. Ryan is a fucking a money magnet. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you need that title. That green belt. Oh my god, bro. We need Ryan. We need Ryan in boxing. We need Ryan in boxing, especially to hold that green belt. I love it. I love it. And if he do win, whoop Devin Haney ass again. That's all I want. I want him to whoop Devin Haney ass again. So this PED situation, it can get the fuck out the way. You know what I mean? Because we
Yep.
just watched what they did to Matias, and that was fucked up. Y'all sabotage his whole card. Y'all a fucking pre that stoppage was bullshit. It's a championship fight. And I'm glad Ryan not fighting in New York. It's in Vegas, so he got the opportunity, to show and to prove until I believe he's going to knock Barrios out. I believe. I believe. Probably sixth, seventh round. I'm going with the seventh for my Nostradamus pick over there in round one. But I got Ryan putting him to sleep. And he got to. He got to. He got to. Because just like you said, man, don't get a knockdown or score a knockdown. Don't be surprised he get robbed.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised, man.
And then we got Box Lab tonight too.
Yeah. Shout out Alex Brady. They got a cool card. They got a cool card.
It's
The
it's a
Clarissa,
decent card.
it's a cool card. I like it. I like it a lot. Hopefully with that card be throughout the fights be better than the Zuffa cards. But hey, it is what it is. You seen the belt they just post up? Shout out to
Nah.
Billy, yeah, shout out to Billy Joe Sanders, man. No, all salute. He clowned them.
Yeah.
You got Turkey in the middle, Nick Khan right here, and Dana White right here. Billy Joe Sanders started look at these clowns. Like, bro, that Zuffa shit ain't gonna pop, man. It ain't gonna pop. It ain't. No, y'all giving us something for boxing to keep for us to keep watching boxing. But these club shows, and shout out to motherfucking Paulie who even exposed it. He was like, man, Zuffa is just like it's a pro box TV type of card. The same cards we put on, Box Lab put on, they putting on the same cards. It's just club cards. It's just the certain fighters they got, but y'all ain't got no superstars. You got to deal with the body sanctions. You got to deal with the top promoters to put on the biggest fights in the game. But I don't know. Even though I like Zuffa just to give us more fights, but the detail behind this shit, like these fighters signing. What's so crazy is what makes a fighter, even though Oscar De La Hoya broke it down, is all right, give me your price. So if I say my price 10 million and you give me the 10 million, now you owe me? It's crazy. But when you read the contracts and that shit, it hits a lot. It hits a lot. And a lot of things that all of us be saying on here, it's the truth. It's the truth. But
I would
Zuffa, go ahead.
you notice that all this title bullshit started happening when Turkey came in.
Yes.
And it's
Yes.
like Edwin said last night. He's like, yo, Turkey's whole plan was to destroy boxing from within.
Yes.
Meaning get the fans to go against each other, get the boxers to go against each other, the sanctioning bodies to go against each other, so that he can start disrupting it, start this league, and there you go. Now you got somebody's. saying that the belts don't mean shit, but the
Yeah,
super belt does. Make that make sense.
yeah, that's a fact. And I always said, I said once he came in, I said it's the fall of American boxing. It's the fall because he kept oversaturating the cards, and people were like, oh well, we getting the biggest fights in boxing. No, the fuck we not. We ain't get Canelo Benavidez. We ain't get Bud Boots. We ain't, name it. Like I tell people, what big fight Turkey put on? You probably go over to the UK, like it's a big fight over there with like Tyson Fury and Usyk type shit, but we not
I
really
mean,
there.
he put big money fights together,
Yeah,
but not big cards. I mean that Tio versus Barbosa,
yeah.
Haney versus Ramirez, and
Mhm.
bro, and Ryan versus Rolly. That card, yeah, big names on it, but the fucking card was ass.
Cause we ain't on top of that. We ain't wanted to really see none of those fights because we wasn't, we want to see Ryan versus Rolly. Nah, we wanted the rematch with him and Devin, which a
Yeah.
lot of
So
people wanted.
what
You
what
know?
what Turkey fails to do is he's making these fights happen, but he's not building these
Yeah.
fights.
Yes.
If
Bad
he was to
promo.
build the fights like traditional boxing, like you know what I'm saying, like they'll pop their shit to each other and they'll probably fight like next year or eight,
Yes.
9 months down the road. You build that fight up. You let the fans get hyped behind it. You don't just put the card together and
Yes.
you're giving us a good fight, but the boxers ain't really into it because the fight
I
wasn't built
agree.
up.
I agree. That's a fact. Plus the promo be ass. I always said I wish when Turkey first came over here, he really would have got, at least probably what. No, I always say PBC Al Heyman and them because if supposedly the money that you giving out is like pay per view type of money, that would have been the best way to learn the game from because you just came over here and just dealt with all enemies. And a lot of people don't see ever since Turkey came over here, it's like it's been a fall of PBC. You know, that's how I look at things.
I,
Like,
I, I wouldn't
damn,
say I wouldn't say it's the fall of PBC, but
it ain't the fall. Like, all these lawsuits, these counter law, like all
yeah,
this crazy shit going on. And that was going on with Golden Boy now. You feel me? And it's like, I don't know. I don't know. Turk and them got a game plan is, I don't know their game plan, man. Well, we know it, but it's like, damn, like this shit right in front of our face and it's happening. It's happening right in front of our face. And then like y'all thinking like Dana White gonna come in and save how? He tried before, it fell. The niggas still dealing with lawsuits. Uri Emanuel, all TK, all of these niggas is still dealing with lawsuits. So how the fuck they gonna come in and save something? All they doing is just stealing from the fighters. You stealing from the fighters, man. And I always said that a person that comes in and attack the Muhammad Ali Act is a communist. He's a fucking communist.
facts.
He's a communist, yo. And
Yeah,
that's the
that
key
shit.
thing people don't see.
Yeah, that shit right there, bro. Dictating how things are gonna
Yeah.
work and shit like that when there's already. I mean, I do agree in certain aspects that the boxing system is broke to a degree, like the
Mm-hmm.
scoring system and the judging system, the referee, the way
Yeah.
how
Yes.
they give it to them out of discretion, what they
Yes.
feel should be a stoppage or not.
Mm-hmm.
Um, can we work on it and make that better to make boxing better? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But with Turkey, nah, that shit not gonna happen. He's just gonna take over and run shit the way he want to run it and expect everybody to fall in line.
Yeah. Cause you see with the Ryan, remember I kept telling y'all when Ryan kept saying I love the WBC, and you see how he walked over there to the girls, and the guy said Turkey said no, bro. How, bro? Ryan trying to sell the fight. Now we see like these niggas can't even talk crazy. Then on top of that, how the fuck you got a press conference, right? Then after the press conference, you want all of the fighters to go to the party and celebrate. You want them to go to a party and celebrate. Make this shit make sense, Turkey. Make it make sense. And you got showbiz because I glanced at he had the party. He was like, yeah, he was making people coming to the party. Frank Martin came in for 3 minutes. Hitchison came in shadow boxing. But at the end of the day, he said Ryan ain't come. He left. So Henry came. Ryan went
That's
back to
good.
press,
Ryan
which is good.
focused.
No, that's what I'm saying. That boy focused. He focused, and people sleeping on Henry, but people need to understand Henry got him there. Henry got him there. You know, but he got but him and his mom and his father, the Garcias, they got. I mean, they got Ryan there, and people got to respect that. And don't be surprised if Ryan get that win. Shout out the motherfucking Henry. Know what I mean? Your son winning that WBC title while you're the coach. You know what I mean? Because
Well,
he
he
couldn't
did
do
say
it.
that. He said, "With my dad, I'm undefeated." So
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a motherfucking fact. That's a fact. Because if he won this joint, you did better than when you was with Derrick James and when you was with Joe. Know what I mean? And that's how a lot of people looking at it. Barrio's gonna have the secret to beat such and such. Y'all forgetting Ryan know how Joe Guzman trained.
yep.
He know how he trained, so he know how he's gonna train Barrios. So he's gonna be well prepared. But it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. It's just I know Barrio's strong in the first half of the fight, man. I know that nigga strong, man. But Ryan can do it.
I think if
Ryan,
Ryan starts early to go to the body on Barrios,
yep,
I think
yep,
that'll put a toe. He can get him on, like you said, between 7 and 8, somewhere around
yep,
there.
yep. They can attack that motherfucking body, man. Attack that body, and that's what I feel about what hit. When Oscar hop on his ass and be all in his face, all in his chest, I want to know how Richard Hitcherson's going to deal with that situation. All I want to know how he going to deal with it. We seen with the limos fight, but the excuses you made, we understand. But nigga, there's no excuses right now. Cause you ain't seeing you weight drink, you ain't seeing nothing. But the key thing is by that Gustavo's limo shit, and you going back, and you like he said he came in overweight, nigga. You did all of that because you ducked Matias, nigga. I'ma keep that shit tall. When Matias had that IBF, you couldn't never make weight, nigga. You
Well,
couldn't never make weight.
he said, "Nah, I don't like the IBF because of the rehydration." Soon as
You
Super Dad
feel me?
lost that shit, he went
Wanna
after
got it.
Barrow.
Facts. You wanna got it. Come on, man. Come on, man.
If it talk like a duck and it quack like a duck, it's a motherfucking duck.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But Hick got the opportunity to show the world all that shit he talk heavy. He can show us. We gotta see it, Hick. Cause shout out GH Greg Hackett. Greg Hackett always told he like, yo, man, Hitchison talks a lot of shit, but he never backs it up. Like he
Nah,
talking like he like that, but I don't see him backing. Like we see him get victories and wins, but we never seen a spectacular performance to say, oh, he's one of those guys.
fucking you noticed yesterday in the press conference, he didn't look focused on Duarte. He was talking about going up to 47,
Yeah.
fighting, somebody else. Like he's not
Mhm.
even focused on Duarte. You sleep on Duarte if you want to.
Don't sleep on that guy, man. Do not sleep. Do not sleep. You know, people always be like, well, that Kenneth Sims situation. Oh, Kenneth looked good, but the Walter was. You seen how strong that nigga looked in that fight? Like, and when he
Uh,
was fighting Sims, like to me, I'm just saying to me, like the right man won. He controlled the fight. Kept. No, he was on Keith Simmons' ass, Kenneth Simmons' ass. But Kenneth
yeah,
did. I mean, he did have some moments, but man, I don't know. I don't know. We gotta see, man. We gotta
I
see.
gotta rewatch that. I don't remember it that well. So
We watch it. Oscar Duarte looked at that nigga looked at like a machine. Know what I mean? He looked at like a machine, but Kenneth held his ground. But the right man won. The right man won. I'm not gonna lie. The
okay.
right man. Even though the nigga was hometown, Kenneth Sims was hometown, he thought he was gonna get the victory, but hey, that pain and pressure was something different, man. He was on that boy ass.
And that's what's gonna happen with Hitchens. Hitchens thinks that that shit is all sweet till that pressure start, man. Yo, pressure bust pipes, man.
Mhm. And shit, ain't Oscar Duarte is kind of taller than Limos?
Kinda by a lot. I think by like 3 inches.
That's 3 inches, right?
Yeah,
So hey, and that motherfucker looks solid. Yo, Duarte looks solid. That motherfucker looks solid. I went back in the camp, and plus, he got Robert in his corner. You know,
that's the key thing right there.
yeah, that's the key.
That training that Robert Garcia put in with him, he coming
Yes,
in ready. He coming in ready.
Yes, he is. Yes, the fuck he is, yo. Yo, and I front since January, since me watching these Zuffa cards, I've been paying attention to all the Robert Garcia fighters, and I'm talking about the motherfuckers that's coming in that's 2-0, 3. All of they gas tanks is heavy. They got
Yeah,
diesel in their fuel. They
yeah.
got diesel in their fuel, and they all
And
looking like the motherfucking 12-round fighters.
yep, ain't gonna be no different with Duarte.
Yep, yep. That's why I say this the only difference. Cause they hit. If you listening, nigga, you fighting Robert too, bro. And no, listen, the Duarte looked good against Keith, man. This shit coming. This shit coming. Hey, and hopefully, I want to know how this Andy Haroka situation is going to take out. The lag we've been talking about lately. But I won't be surprised they try to give that nigga something.
Yeah,
I
you
won't.
mentioned that shit. You think they will though?
I think they will. I think they will. Ain't no
Just
telling, man. Ain't no
just to
telling.
make
Come
it more
on.
entertaining.
Yep, just to make it more entertainment. But Gary Antoine, like, hopefully, he make this shit happen. Because it'll be a good name under his belt, and we get to see him unify or do other things with that title he got. But and plus this is Andy biggest test. And if this nigga come over here and put on a spectacular performance and he don't get no jet lag, no lag at ever, he took some.
He
That
took
nigga
some
took.
Victor Cotton shit, right? That shit that's
The
not
fuck he
detected.
did. Yep. He took the Conte. Nigga took the
Damn.
Conte. Cause we all know that lag coming in. We know that lag coming in. A lot of us know that shit, especially how you just get over here. And when that happened, I thought they pulled a fast one. Like, damn, they did that shit on purpose. You know what I mean? That's what I thought. They fucked up his clearance on purpose.
Who's that? Turkey?
Nah, Andy Hiroka, like whoever booked his flight, I thought they did it on purpose. You feel me? But
Oh,
all I can tell certain fighters is if you're going to a different country to fight, the best thing to do is, man, it's me. I'll go to that country and train. I'll bring my team, whoever I'm going to pay in camp, and y'all going to come over with me, and we going to go to the mountains, whatever country we in, be fighting at. I'm going to go to that country and do my whole training camp there, but I'm bringing my people so I can get acclimated with the weather, the time, all that. I don't give a fuck if the fight is in 3 months. I'm going to be over there for 3 months. Know what I mean? Because like that, when you hop on that plane or you hop on that jet, that lag come for real. You know what I mean? And
well,
people,
they say. I don't know if it's true or not because I ain't never experienced it.
I,
But
I,
they
I
say
experienced it. That's jet
they say
lag.
it take about 2 to 3 days for your body to get acclimated to the.
Oh yeah, across seas and shit, wherever you go at. Now, I never been across
J-
seas, but you know how being on a plane, you definitely get that lag.
oh
But
yeah, 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 yeah.
going
But
to a different country, what you
yeah,
saying is a
it takes about 2 to 3 days for your body just to get used to the time change and all that shit, right?
mm-hmm.
Then you got to reprogram your body
Yep.
for the time differential.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's 6 o'clock in the morning here, it's probably 6 o'clock in the evening over there. It's like 12, 13 hour difference.
Facts.
So now you got to reprogram your body to trick your mind that instead of being morning, it's evening.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, that should take a toll on you. I don't give a fuck who you are.
You seen it with Brian Norman and Dev.
Yeah.
Brian Norman came over there. Dev was already over there. Came over. We seen what happened in the second round, y'all.
That was
You
snake
know?
too. Fuck that nigga.
Yeah, all them niggas snakes, man. But this nigga can make it happen, man. Hopefully, I'm going for the KO. No, I'm gonna give y'all the Nostradamus pick on round one, mañana. I'm gonna pick the round, but hopefully Gary get to pull that shit off. Gary
He
get to
will.
pull it
He
off.
should. He should. And if he don't, like you said, they gave that motherfucker something.
Yeah, they gave him something. They gave him something, cause we all know that shit gonna kick in. That shit gonna kick in.
And the
Uh,
crazy part is, if he does pull it off, and he looks spectacular, and they don't detect nothing, yeah, there's something going on behind the scenes that they don't want out into the public.
yes, yes.
That's
Yeah,
why you should be getting strikes. 'Cause you be talking facts, and the motherfuckers don't like that shit. Like, yo, this motherfucker gonna expose us. We gotta shut him down.
yeah, but hey, I don't know. I gotta do it. You feel me? I fear the
Somebody
most
got to do that
high.
shit.
I fear the most high,
I,
man. You know, I gotta do it.
I don't know if you know who Alex Jones is. You know who Alex
Yeah, I
Jones
know
is,
who
right?
Alex Jones is. I know who Alex Jones is.
Look at what happened to his ass. He was
Yeah.
exposing a lot of shit, bro. They shut him down. They wiped his bank accounts. They
Yeah. A front line, right? You know this, like I don't want to talk about, but this Jeffrey Epstein shit that's going on right now.
hmm
I was on TikTok 5 years ago exposing all of this shit. I had 5 pages taken down. Now
yeah.
everything that I was saying from 2016 all the way to 2022 all came to be true. So I want TikTok to give me back my motherfucking pages because I got over 100 million views on the John. I got over 20,000 followers. I need my shit back, TikTok, because now
Yeah.
everything I said came out to be true.
You know what it
Like,
is though? Fucking with politics, bro. That motherfuckers will shut your shit down without you even
yeah.
knowing it.
And it's just like I'm learning with boxing politics. It's the same way, man.
Yeah,
They don't.
politics in general, they just dirty.
Yeah, it's
That's why
crazy. It's crazy.
Edwin always says it. Yo, boxing is a business
Yep.
disguised as a sport.
Yep. Yep. Shout out Edwin. Shout out round one. Cause it's the truth. And I'll tell my oldest son that. I said, when you young at this age, it's a sport. But once you become pro, it's a business. You gotta learn the business.
Yep.
Gotta learn the business.
That's why Floyd was so successful because
Hmm.
when he was Pretty Boy, that was a sport.
Yes, it was.
When he became Money May, that was the business. And a lot of people don't understand that part of it. Like, oh, Pretty Boy was a
Yeah.
problem for any fighter. Any fighter. Money May, after the hand surgeries and all that shit, he just took it easy and he just started quote unquote cherry picking.
Hmm.
It is what it is, but he was a smart man. You can't knock the man for his hustle. You know what
You
I
can't.
mean?
You can't. You can't. And he gave a lot of people the opportunity. You feel me? And they all changed their careers and lives when they got in the ring with him and made that bread. You know.
Yep.
Um, but he showed people the blueprint. You know, if you want some big fights, you want to make big money, you gotta fight the Latinos. You gotta fight the Latinos. I don't care if it's Puerto Rican, Dominican, Mexican. That's where the money at.
One thing Floyd was successful at, very successful, was against Mexicans and Puerto Ricans.
Yes, he was.
Swear that's where he made the most money.
Yes, he did.
Why? Because we the ones that support the sport. We support the sport the
Yeah,
most.
yeah. And this, what I'm about to say might be crazy. It's an everybody sport, but shit, it's our sport. You really look at that shit. Baseball, boxing, like Latinos really run that shit, man. Soccer, I might be tripping in baseball, but hey, to me, it's more of us there than anybody else, you know? And you want to
Latinos,
get the big payday?
Latinos,
Yeah.
Latinos run baseball.
Yes.
They run boxing. And when I say Latinos, I don't want y'all to think because y'all see the Puerto Rican flag on my
Yeah.
avatar. Now we talking about Mexico. We talking about Central South,
Yeah. We
fucking the
talking everything.
Caribbean. We talk about Latinos. Period. Baseball, same shit.
Yeah.
Now when you start talking about soccer,
Mm-hmm.
that's an international sport, but the countries that usually like show up and show out are either like from Mexico south.
Mm-hmm.
Puerto Rico don't do none of that shit. Nobody in the Caribbean does. Cuba don't. Fucking DR don't. So that's that. So soccer, I would give it to probably the Middle East, somewhere out there. You know what I mean? That's where the bulk of the people who run that sport at.
Okay. I
But yeah,
mean, but
baseball and boxing, yeah.
baseball
Basketball,
boxing,
America
yeah.
got that shit. Football, America
Basketball,
got
America
that
got
shit.
that shit. They definitely do. But that's still us. You feel me? We still Americans. It's still us. So we show that.
Yeah,
We still running.
facts.
We still run the shit. You know? But like I say, when it comes to boxing, man, you're gonna make your big money fighting a Latino. That's where all the big paydays gonna come from. Floyd showed the world, you know? And don't believe me, all you gotta do is just watch his fight with motherfucking But Birdo, he ain't make nothing. He made money, but he ain't make how he made when he fought a Latino. When you
Yep.
look at Roy Jones and James Toney, they made some good money, but Roy made more money fighting what's the guy John Ruiz, right? He made
Yep.
more money fighting Ruiz than he made with James Toney.
Andy Ruiz.
Andy Ruiz, yeah, that's his name. What's the other guy name? Like Tank. You know, Tank got some big paydays, but Ryan was the biggest payday.
Right, yeah, for sure. But
Bro,
Ryan's a money magnet. That motherfucker, no matter, yo, he could fight a bum.
yeah,
People gonna show up and show out for Ryan. But
yes.
even you know who else is a money magnet? Believe it or not, as trash as he is, Rody.
Rolly, yes he is. Rolly a money magnet. Yes the fuck he is. Yes he is. Yes he
Everybody
is.
say Tank the face of boxing, but when Tank fought Roach, it ain't make numbers that it made when he fought Rolly. It didn't make numbers when he fought Garcia.
I said, or even even the Jose Pedraza, even though Mayweather made money, but at that time, like, bro, that was a
Yeah,
big fight for him. He
yeah,
made some. It was good numbers. That was big for him. You know,
yeah.
but it shows the world that you got to fight. For instance, Boots fought these when he fight Virgil. These two brothers going to make so much money. The world going to see the difference.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up because that's what you call about hyping up a fight.
Yes,
That shit's been in the works for how long?
yes.
Years in the making.
Since 147. Yeah.
And you know motherfuckers is gonna buy that pay-per-view, they're gonna buy that whatever it is, they're gonna show up and show out.
Yep.
Because it's a fight that's been anticipated.
It's a
If
fact.
if you would have took them when that fight was first mentioned, it would have did numbers, but not the numbers that it'll make right now.
Right
You know what I
now.
mean?
Yeah. That's
So that's a prime example of hyping up a fight. Like, yo, Turkey want to make big money, make that fight happen.
mm-hmm.
The whole world gonna watch.
The world gonna watch. That shit gonna stop. 'Cause that's the
Like
fight
that,
people wanna see.
like that Canelo Bud fight. There was really no hype behind. Nobody wanted to see that. People wanted to see the Canelo versus Benavidez,
Yes.
but they put Bud in there. It sold. Don't get me wrong, but think about this: what would have sold more, Benavidez Canelo or
Benavidez Canelo. Because that's what we wanted.
exactly?
That's what we wanted. You feel me? That's what we wanted. You know? And like with me, shout out to Terrence Bud Crawford. Shout out to his son getting the victory. I think he got the victory when his wrestling match. But one thing about Bud to me, and I always said, man, why you never defended your undisputed status?
Never. I don't even think
Never.
he defended the title. Period.
Nah. Only title he ever defended, was the WBO. You feel me? Remember, he got
Yep.
it at 147. That's the only title because it's a top ranked belt. Nobody give a fuck about the WBO. Know what I mean? Bro, you never build a relationship with the WBC, even when you captured it at 140. You should have built a relationship with them, nigga. But you didn't. Now you want to I just always thought Bud had a vendetta against the WBC because even when you captured it at 140, you should have built a relationship, bro. But what you do, you never defended your titles. You never defended your status and nothing. You just move straight up thinking you're going to get the Pacquiao fight. You end up fighting a bum ass Jeff Horn.
There was talk about Pacquiao. I don't know. Was it you that sent me the video?
Probably. What was about the Pac Man? What he was doing?
Nah, about how he never took a drug test or none of his fights. I don't know if it was you or
No, no, no,
somebody
no,
else
I,
that
I
sent it.
ain't seen that. I ain't seen that. Somebody else probably did. We got to check that out. So you got to send that joint to me.
Yeah, Floyd talked about like, yo, why Pac Man never took a drug test on none of his fights.
Yeah, but people don't know.
How the motherfucker went from like 122 wherever he started at 118, I think it was.
Yes,
He
one
went up
eighteen.
9 divisions, never lost a step, never lost speed, never lost power, never
Mm-hmm.
lost nothing.
Yep.
You're telling me that naturally everybody loses something, whether it's speed
Mm-hmm.
or pop. They'll lose something. He didn't lose anything. On the
Yep.
contrary, everything increased. His
Facts.
footwork got faster. His hands got faster. His fucking punching power got harder.
But I
I
want
gotta get
people
that
to
video. I'm
know.
gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to
I
you one
want
time.
people to know. I want people to know. At that whole time, Pacquiao was fucking with Victor Conte. That's why I always say, Bud, you saying Pacquiao was a cheat, but you're fucking with the same guy he was messing with.
Yeah,
Shit,
and
make
and and in that video, Floyd Mayweather even said it. He was like, "Yo, there's no way Pacquiao ran through Cotto the way he did. Cotto
yeah,
is a fucking monster. There's no way Pacquiao ran through him the way he did."
yeah. Because
I
when
gotta
you
find that
watch,
video. I gotta send it to you.
because when you go back and watch the Cotto fight, you'll watch Cotto dominate every round. You'll watch him dominate, and it's like once a 1 minute comes, 50 seconds left, Pacquiao throw a barrage of fucking punches, but everything connected. He's not the nigga not tired. He's not hurt. Bro, you be talking about Miguel Cotto, one of the hardest hitting punchers, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
Floyd even said that was the hardest puncher I ever fought. That nigga
Yep.
hit me, I still was feeling that shit. Bust fuck my nose up and everything. And the
Yep.
way Pacquiao did with Cotto, I was like, wow. Wow, and we seen how when Cotto fought Margarito, like that nigga's a dog. Those cement gloves, like that nigga's a dog. Show that his chin is super duper solid. That nigga got a chin. Cotto got a fucking
So that name right there that you just said, Margarito.
chin.
Whenever you on round one, don't ever bring that name up.
All right.
That shit because it fucked Cotto up for the rest of his
Yeah,
career.
it did.
So
It
he
did.
don't talk. He don't give Margarito no credit.
Me neither. But I
That
respect
shit.
Cotto because Cotto took that loss on the chin. He ain't do the Devin
And he
Haney
got it
shit.
back in blood.
Got it back in blood. Beat the dog shit out that ball.
Yep.
What you talking
But
about?
but Edwin, for
Oh,
some odd reason, you talk about Margarito, he loses his shit.
I feel him.
Matter,
Shit, a lot
matter
of
of
niggas
fact,
lost money in that fight. I
there
feel
was
him.
a Mexican dude in the chat that was like, "Yeah, what happened to Cotto after Margarito?" Yo, Edwin lost it. He was like, "Yo, block that guy. I don't want that guy on my channel no more." How you gonna give credit to a fucking cheater? Yo, Edwin went in.
It's fact.
He,
We
yo,
see
he, he,
that's a cheater. That was a
he don't
fucking
like that
cheater.
shit.
That was a cheater. And that's why I tell people when you look at niggas with loaded gloves, all you got or loaded wraps, all you gotta do is just go back and watch that fight. Y'all gonna see it. Y'all gonna see this shit clear as day. And shout out to Manny for exposing the Nick Ball situation. Shout out to niggas trying to expose anyway, like how these niggas be stacking their raps. People in the world, this shit is true. It's real out there. These niggas will do anything. And I'm just saying, when it comes to Latino or American fighters, because Latino, we all still the same people, they
Yep.
want to see the downfall of us. Why? Because when you go across seas, them niggas can't take body shots. They not built like us. We built different. We punch hard. We well grounded. We press forward. We slick fighters. We got great chins and we got a lot of fucking power. A lot of
Facts.
power. We don't gotta cheat. We naturally born like this, y'all. But when we go
Yo,
across seas, y'all see the difference.
that's why do you think Subriel made it his life mission, and and I say that's part of why he lost that dog. And I'm not
Yeah,
giving excuses for him. I'm not because he's
yeah,
not giving excuses. I'm not going to give it for him.
yeah.
But reality is reality.
We know.
Puerto Rico in the history of Puerto Rican boxing, in the
Mhm.
history, there has never been a boxer that has popped dirty for any
Fact-
PEDs in the
fact-
history of boxing.
Facts. Facts.
We're not cheaters. We're not Mexico. We're not. No, we don't cheat. We get our ass whooped. We take it like a man. We get up. We go back at it
Yep. We the ones that get cheated.
all the time. Exactly. So when Subriel, because if that would have stuck, Subriel would have been the first Puerto Rican fighter to pop dirty.
Hmm.
Now, all the energy, if you notice, throughout that whole camp, bro, Subriel was doing interviews back to back to back to back to back, trying to clear his name,
Yes.
which lets you know he wasn't really training or he wasn't really focused on the fight. He was focused on clearing his name.
Hey, clearing his motherfucking name.
Then then you got Turkey sabotaging the card
Yes, he
with
did.
with Yomi Juan Iwan Orengo
Okay.
with Fresh Yomi's he's the owner of Fresh Production.
All right.
That's his street name, but his real name is Juan Iwan Orengo.
Okay.
Um, but they call him Yomi. Yomi was, putting up all this money, so he was hurt behind it because he's like, yo, this is my first card, and they're already, trying to sabotage this shit.
Yeah.
And it was a good fucking card. You can't sit here and say that them fights weren't fire.
It was fire. It was a
Them
cool
shits
fight.
was action packed, whether early knockouts or not.
Yeah, you seen that one of the best first rounds in the game happened that card.
JBL seen thrown against that Mexican. Yep, sure did. JBL seen thrown got dropped,
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
up, knocked dude out.
That shit was
That's what you call
crazy.
a fucking fight.
It was crazy.
But
One of the best first
the,
rounds.
the, the, the point is that that card got sabotaged because the majority of the people who were supporting the card was the Dominicans from New York. They
Yeah.
wanted to see that Ojo Santiago fight versus Henry Cedeño. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
They did.
So what they do? Why is it that Henry Cedeño could fight anywhere else in the world, and all of a sudden New York State Athletic Committee didn't allow that fight to happen because of quote unquote medical concerns?
Mm, that's deep. That's deep. That's deep.
He fought in New York on Top Rank before. They
Yep.
never said nothing.
Yep.
All of a sudden, Turkey and Eddie involved. Shit's getting fucked up. Then we
Crazy.
fast forward to the fucking fight night. There was issues with the gloves, issues with the judges. They had to replace judges last minute.
Wow.
Come on, guy. You can't sit here and tell me that
That's a setup. You see the setup.
you see it. It's just it's just because of the politics they hide it very well. But those who know. You know what I'm saying?
You see the setup. Fighting the system, man. You fighting the fucking system.
It's
You
the
know?
same shit that happened. Xander Zayas against Abbas Baru.
Mm.
That
They,
fight in Puerto Rico was initially there was supposed to be three neutral judges. There was supposed to be a neutral ref, and I don't know what happened with probably the promotional company from Baru,
yeah.
but you saw that judge that had it 113, 113, and then the other one had it 115, 113 for Baru.
Mm-hmm. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy.
No, it
You
was
see it?
115, 113 for Baru. You
Yeah,
go look up that ref. Where he from? He's from Germany.
mm, wow.
The one who put that shit on blast was Chente. You know who Chente is, right? The podcaster from Puerto Rico. He's
Oh,
actually a comedian.
okay, okay. I know of
I,
him. I know of him.
I think I sent you the video.
Yeah, you sent me the video. I seen it. Okay,
So
so he
on
don't know
there
what.
he talks about it, how like he broke it down like, okay, yo, where did this judge come from that, he scored it 115, 113 or 116, 112. My bad. 116, 112 for Baru. Where was he
Okay.
from? Germany. Where's Baru from? Germany.
Yep. This
That
shit's
shit,
crazy,
that's
man.
just crazy. So there's another thing that because they asked Josh Kelly, what if Josh Kelly wants you to fight in UK? Xander was like, look, if we got to go to UK, we got to go to UK. If that's where the money's at and that's where the fight's gonna happen for me to make history, then that's where I'm going. But I hold two belts, not one. He's got to come to me.
Yep. You got to come to me. I call the
So
shot.
that's exactly what he said. He's like, but that being said, he's like, I wouldn't want to fight in UK because of the BBC, the British
Hmm.
Boxing Committee.
Yep.
So apparently over there, there's a rule that the way Xander broke it down, It makes sense. I may butcher it a little bit, but at the end of the day, what it is you literally have to make weight 4 days prior to the fight.
Wow.
It's like part of their ruling system out there.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
You know what's so crazy? People know the Ali Act don't apply over there.
No, it only applies in America.
And don't be surprised, people, because we've seen it with the Brandon Figueroa situation, how Nick Ball shit was already wrapped up. Now the WBA and the British Boxing Commission saying that it was legal for Nick Ball to do that. Well, we know in the here in America, nigga, somebody got to be there watching. So it shows you that, fuck it, I'm going to say everything that I've been saying. These niggas, they hate American fighters so bad. I don't give a fuck. You from the whole Americans.
Yep.
From North all the way down to Chile, the Caribbean, this is all America. They know
Yep.
we the shit. They know we pain and pressure, and they want to see the downfall of us, y'all. And where Turkey from? Across seas. When you go to Riyadh season and you fight over there, it's the Brothers Boxing Commission.
Yeah, they in trouble out there right now.
Yeah, man. All rig shit, man. Toe to toe with up. You know, that should be crazy. Cause when you look at the Nick Ball and motherfucking the Ray Ford fight, like, come on, you gotta take it from the champion. Gotta take it from the champion. You know, it was a
Facts.
cool fight, but Ray won that joint. Ray won that shit, man. Ray won that joint, man. But,
Yeah.
you know, hey, shit happens. But I'm glad Xander spoke up and said what he said is, nigga, because you the king of 154. You called the shots. We
Hey,
don't want. Yeah,
let's
go
bring
ahead.
that shit back to that 150 147, that WBC necklace, bro.
It's fire.
If you could on your phone or your computer, whatever, go to the WBC website right quick
Mm-hmm.
and pull that shit up. It'll show you what the chain is worth and the meaning behind that shit.
I
That
got
shit is
you.
fire. Toe to toe, top of the morning.
I'm gonna punch it up now. Yeah, that ring, that chain was fire.
Yo, the way that shit is laid out, Edwin kind of pulled it up, but Edwin's not tech savvy. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't know how to fuck with
So
shit. So
me and Edwin the same person.
but
I'm
with that
trying it right
shit,
now, y'all.
like there should be a thing. Are you on Restream on your computer or you on
I'm on my phone, but I'm on my computer right now trying to look it up.
there's a way you can share your screen or share
Yeah, I all right, I got you. I'm gonna show it. Oh, what the fuck is
where
wrong
people
with
can
it?
see it, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Let me see if I can pull it up. I'll send it to you. Maybe you might be able to do it a different way.
yeah. Oh, come on. I'm gonna have. Oh, we gonna get into the main event world champion chain and pendant. Yeah, if you listen to John, we want to see. Damn, it said that shit. 18.9 carats of emeralds and diamonds. Um, if you want to see it, you're not trying to see the John real fast. Give me a second with the damn chain at.
Community.
So I seen that chain yesterday. I was like, wow, yo, that joint fire. I know what I'm putting that. Now they hating on it. Google hating on the WBC. Ain't this about some shit? Google, what the fuck's up, man?
Yo, but that them shits is one of one. That shit right there.
Yo, that joint was crazy yesterday.
and there's no other organization doing that. So y'all can talk all the shit y'all want about motherfucking WBC, but they
Yep.
doing shit for boxers that no other or sanctioning body's doing it.
Nobody is doing. No other sanctioning body is doing. Yeah, they won't let me pop that shit up. Yo, damn, that's crazy. But I know what you said
Here we
about
go.
that.
Here we
It got
go. Here we go. Here we go. Check you got X or no?
nah. They took my X account. I think you can post it up on there. You heard me? Just try to send it, and it'll let me upload it. I got you right now. Give me a second.
Uh boom. It's on X, but it's called the Crown Series. Introduces the WBC main event World Championship chain and pennant. An elite distinction award exclusive to WBC champions. Yo,
Mm,
that shit looks sick as
one second.
fuck.
I got you. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna put that shit on. I'm gonna get it on there.
Toe to toe, we looking for that pennant, that WBC pennant for the fight for Barrios versus Garcia, that Oscar de la Hoya pulled up. The necklace with the glove with the diamonds on it and the crown up top. Did you get it, Lou?
Yeah, yeah, I got it. I'm about to put it on the screen.
Okay. Yo, that shit look fire.
You gotta work. I ain't tech savvy.
Nah. You good. And then there's another one on. You got Facebook?
Yeah, I got Facebook. I got Facebook.
Would it be easier that way?
Yeah, it'd be easier that way.
Here, I'm gonna send you another one. It's a Facebook link. I don't have Facebook, so I don't do no social media. None.
Yeah, that's good. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Let me hit this joint real fast. My apologies, y'all. Give me 1 second.
That shit right there. Yo, the way the diamonds are laid out, all the flags, the crown.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me see. Can I upload the joint real fast? I got y'all. Give me 1 second. You see it?
Hold on, let me see. It's process. There you go.
That joint crazy.
Yo, fuck all the flags, the way they did that shit, bro.
That joint fire.
That shit is fire. I don't care who you are. You telling me this is why the WBC charges what the fuck they charge because they go above and beyond for their fighters.
That joint fire. And y'all already seen the ring Bud and Bomac and them got.
Pull
Shit,
that up.
listen, I'm from Philly. That shit was better than the motherfucking Eagle joint, you know what I mean? I got you right now. Uh, I got you right now. Got you right now.
Check this shit. That's on Instagram. Share. You got IG?
Yeah, I got IG.
Yeah. I just send it to you.
Alright, better my rule. We go here go the Eagle joint right here, y'all, real fast. Before we go to IG. I see it. You see how the wings pop out right there?
Yeah.
The motherfucking what you call it, John? That WBC joint, that shit heavy. Yeah, let me get this joint from out the way. I'ma put another joint up. You just sent me that joint. I'm about to go check it out. Give me a second, y'all. I'm about to pull it up right now.
But you got to play the IG clip because that shit'll show you how the shit operate and work and all that shit.
Okay, I got you. Uh, Give me 1 second.
Yo, let me ask you, if belts don't mean nothing, while you look that up, we could talk. We could chop it up, right?
Yeah,
If belts don't mean nothing, right? If a fight was to happen between, let's just say, that Canelo versus Bud, right?
yeah.
If you took the belts away from that fight, you think that fight would have been hyped as much?
Nah,
You think right now that Canelo doesn't hold the belt and neither does Benavidez. You think that fight will sell as much as if a belt was on the line?
yeah. That to me personally, that fight gonna sell regardless. Like Benavidez
True,
and Canelo.
true. It'll sell
Man,
regardless. But what I'm saying is, would
with a
more
belt, you
people?
need the belt. You need that belt. You need a belt. You need a belt. Belts mean everything. Belts mean to me. Belts mean every motherfucking thing. Cause like Keyshawn, you talking that shit right now, right? You had to win the WBO champion and start talking heavy like that. Cause you wasn't pressure. Like we got to keep that shit real. Like when we looking at Shakur's situation, like Shakur, you already built the motherfucking relationship with the WBC since you was a kid. You feel
Well,
me?
not that now that he don't have it, he wants to talk shit about it,
Yeah, that's crazy.
which
That's something I don't understand. You know what I mean?
that's what made him. To be honest,
Yep. Yeah, that's a fact. It is a fact.
I think that these sanctioning bodies should eliminate a lot of the belts, and what I mean by that is we don't need intrams. We don't need the fucking the
Mm-hmm.
NABO. We don't need the fucking silver, gold, fucking bronze or none. We don't need none of them extra
Don't need none of
belts.
that. I'm gonna show it right now, front. Y'all can see it, y'all.
There you go. Look at that shit. Watch. Look at Mauricio, the motherfucking man right there.
You see Bub right there, right?
Yeah, he hype, but the WBC ain't shit.
You see how do you open it? How you crack it?
He
Yeah.
right there. He about to do it. Look at that
That's
shit.
fire. That's
That's the
fire.
arena where they fought at.
That's fire, y'all.
But the belts don't mean shit.
Dang. That's fire.
Yeah, it ain't shit. It's a ring. It is what. But yo, that's one of one. For an example, like that Eagle joint you showed us, right?
Yeah. The Eagle draw. That
That
shit
ain't
better
one
than
of
the
one.
Eagle
That
draw.
ain't one of one because you got to give it out to everybody on your team.
Yep.
So it ain't one of one. That shit right there is one of one. And by the way, just to put you on game, that ring, yo, this is crazy. And it makes you go back into your conspiracy thought, train of thought. That ring was sized for Canelo's finger. Bud had to get it resized for his shit.
Dang. Hey, that shit, that ring crazy. Listen, it shows that ring, but that chain, oh my god. WBC mean a lot. It mean a
Yeah,
lot to the
dude.
sport of boxing. I want people to understand, man, is you got all of these. You know what I peep game though? I seen Shakur been quiet lately, yo. Even though he's doing his little interviews, but he's been real quiet on that WBC shit to me. I got a feeling deep down inside, he
You
really
regret
feels,
that shit.
yeah, deep down inside he really feels some type of way. Deep down inside he really feels some type of way. He regret that shit, man. He regret that shit. Regret that shit. And shout out to Benavidez for paying his sanctioning fees. Know what I mean? So when he move up, he's still good. And what people need to understand, man, you
Shout out to
know,
Charlo for still paying his dues, even though
shout
he's
out to Charlo.
he out for medical reasons. You know what I'm saying?
But front, that shit shows, and I tell the world, man, when Charlo, listen, he paid for the sanctioning fees to go fight Canelo, and everything they did to him behind that, that shit was on Turkey. Turkey did all that shit, man. I
Yeah,
told listen, they try to break American boxing. They trying to fuck us up. We got all of the stars over here. They ain't got no fucking stars over there. Let's keep it
none.
tall. All the stars on this side of the world. Ain't no fucking stars over there. And they want you to believe that these
Hey, and
motherfuckers.
that last ring card, they had that Muslim dude. When the Turkeys guys come out here, he got fucked up by that Argentinian dude.
Yep. Got his ass whipped. Got his
Bad.
ass whipped. Got his ass whipped. That Argentinian
They
boy was whipping his ass.
Yo, and they was trying to rob him too. They could. It was just too obvious if they would have called it a draw or gave it to the other dude.
Yeah.
It was
You
that
see?
bad of an ass
He
whooping.
was whooping that boy ass. And I hope the world seen it at the time. Remember, that was ring one or ring two when
No, I think
when
that was
Shiraz,
ring two or ring three.
it was one of those rings with the diamond situation. Once I seen that shit too, I said, "Oh, I know
Oh
everything I'm saying is real." Fuck
yeah, well
that.
they gave that draw to Shiraz,
Yeah, that draw, that shit was crazy. He was getting his ass whipped, man. Bronco was
and,
whooping that boy ass.
and then the way he beat Berlanga up, bro, that shit it's shaky as hell.
This motherfucker drunk. Yeah, but Langer, man, hopefully, man, he get to come back strong, keep that motherfucking chin tucked. Um, but one thing, shout out to Keith Thurman for putting out there, when fighters get knocked out in sparring, they usually, will postpone the fight for 60 days or some shit like that. But it shows that, other people got different types of agendas, when they really want to press forward on certain fights, and I'm going to
Yeah.
always say it, and I'm going to always stand on what I stand on.
Hey,
These
did you ever
motherfuckers.
reach out to Keith Cologne on social media?
Nah, I got to. Cause I've been fucking with everybody from down where y'all at. Know what I mean? I'm gonna get in contact with Keith. I like Keith a
Um,
lot. I like Keith a lot. Keith's nice.
Yo, get at Edwin through IG.
Okay.
Or I'll talk to Edwin to see if he want me to give
Yeah,
you his
yeah, do that.
number
Do that for it. Holla at him and that we can go from that way. You feel me?
because I could get you plugged in with Keith that way because I'm the one that got I'm the one through another source. I'm the one that got Edwin plugged in with Keith.
Oh, that's cool. That's what's
Um,
up.
but
Keith is big.
that should be dope. Where y'all could, you know what I'm saying? Because you from that neck of the woods, so you can
Yeah,
probably relate to him a little bit better.
yeah,
And at least have a little session here, a little 30-minute session or whatever, just chopping it up, doing your little interview,
yeah.
getting your viewers to know who Keith Cologne is if they don't already know.
Yeah, I love to push him out. I like Keith a lot. Keith good, man. That little motherfucker good. I've been watching him for like shit. I ain't gonna lie, I've been watching for like since 23. Since 23. And the reason I say that, because I seen them in Shakur camp one time. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
he
oh
fuck with Shakur heavy.
yeah. Yeah, I'm like, who the fuck is this little putter? But I'm seeing him work. And then he come down to Philly. And we see him work there. And I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this kid?
Yeah, he tight with Danny Garcia and Angel. He,
Yeah,
they,
he
they,
did
they,
a lot
they
of
do
fights
that.
for Philly.
Hey, OTX, that's from Philly too, right?
Nah, they from Atlantic, Georgia that I know of. They was in Georgia, but I don't know. They might be from here, but they be everywhere. But I know they fights be in Georgia.
Yeah,
But I heard they
he
shut
fight on
down.
OTX. He
I
fought
heard
on
they
Danny
shut down.
Garcia. Say again?
I heard OTX. They shutting down. I heard.
I wouldn't doubt it. I
I
wouldn't doubt it
mean,
with fucking Turkey. Yo, Turkey's trying to take over everything.
everything, everything, and people don't see that communism shit. Like, nah, and nigga, you ain't. People gotta understand it. You be screaming Turkey, but Turkey's behind. He bringing in the government. It's a whole fucking government. Rios
Yo,
should
he
be in
got
full fucking
legislation
government.
passed to get rid of the Ali Act. Who the fuck?
You feel me? Hey, come on.
Y'all niggas
Come
gotta
on.
open your eyes.
You don't see that communism shit. Come on, man. And that's why with the channel here, like we can cook on this type shit. And everybody else, John, we just keep it neutral. When we come to all facts, we're gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna take the blemishes, I'm gonna take the hits. But at the end of the day, long as we get the truth off our chest, that's all that count. That's
Not
all
only
that
that, if somebody come in here with a difference of opinion, yo, speak your mind. We ain't gonna block you. We ain't gonna do none of that shit.
that shit. Speak your mind. We're gonna let you cook. We're gonna let you motherfucking cook.
But expect to come back.
Yeah, facts. Cause we coming.
But
We
yo,
coming.
let me get back out of here. I gotta get back to work.
Yeah, I'ma pull up later. You know what I mean? And yo, listen, man. I'ma holler at y'all. Shout out my brother Frontline. I appreciate you for pulling up, especially given those certain situations, breaking certain news that was going down. Especially behind this Matias situation. And this fresh promotion situation. That was an there was a lot of breaking news on that, man. Especially with the Xander situation too. Shout out to the Bodie. What's the name of his podcast, Front?
It's Fight Jam TV.
Shout out to Fight Jam TV.
It's
We didn't
it's
go.
in Spanish though.
Hey, they can get the captions in English. I
Yeah,
mean,
they can.
captions in English. No, plus you get to learn Spanish. A little bit more better and learn what the words is. Because I know that shit helped me out. Real right, it helped me out. You know, it helps me out a lot because I understand it. Me trying to talk it, I'm cool, but not like real fluent. And
But
I gotta learn.
I like it because he talks slow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's good for me.
So
You
he
know.
wants people to really understand the questions and the what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
He's not one of them
Yes.
Puerto Ricans that talk fast as hell and you get lost in the translation. Like he don't do that. He talk nice and slow.
Okay. But yeah, Xander. Oh, I'm gonna get up on out of here too. But Xander, you the king of 154, my nigga. And
Facts.
listen, the video I'm dropping, nigga, you call the shots. Nigga, Xander, we're not going over there to the UK. We going to New
Hey,
York, or you can come to Puerto Rico, cause that Puerto Rico shit was lit. That car was lit.
yo, you ready for this fantasy shit we was talking about yesterday?
What's
Before
up?
before before I get off, you know the whole
What's up?
thing with Oscar Goyasa. Oscar Goyasa was supposed to fight Melvin Jerusalem
Yes,
in March. The
yes.
shit with Golden Boy and Virgil situation kind of put that card on the hold, right?
Okay.
So we was talking about it. We was like, yo, what if, right? Puerto Rican Day Parade, we get that Melvin Jerusalem, Oscar Collazo 2. It'll be for a rematch, but it'll also be for unification, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then we get Xander Zayas versus Josh Kelly for the main event. That'll be the co-main. And then we pack the rest of the card with just a bunch of good fights. It doesn't even have to be Puerto Rico. I mean, it is Puerto Rican Day weekend, but we can get like a Keith Colon in there to fight with whoever. It
You gotta put Keith
just
in there. You gotta put Keith
so
to open it up.
here will go. Here will go. That particular day would be history for Puerto Rico because it'll be Oscar Collazo winning the third belt in his division, and it'll also be Xander Zayas with his third belt in that
Yes,
division.
yeah.
That
That's fire.
on the same night, that should be fire.
That's fire. Puerto Rico Day Parade that week. Well, that's fire. You got to do it in New York. You got to. It got
That's
to be New York. It got to be New
that's
York.
it has to be Madison Square
It
Garden,
got
hands down. No Barclays Center, no none of that shit. Madison
to
Square
be
Garden.
Madison. Got to be Madison. That's fire. Yeah, I'm a shit. That fantasy. I'm gonna push that shit. I'm gonna push that. And at the end of the day, it could look like that, because what Oscar right now, what the nigga
Nah,
Jesus
he's
Harris.
fighting. He's fighting in March, April now. He's fighting. I think April 14th.
Yeah, he fighting about Harold, right? Jesus
Yeah,
Harold from
Jesus Harrow.
yeah. Ain't they on the Arnold Barboza card, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I know Gabriella Fendora on that joint too.
But
Damn.
that's just a get by fight
Yeah.
because Harrow's ranked like number 7 in the WBO or
Mhm.
WBA, one of the two.
No, it's a good. But what you said, imagine that shit really happened like that.
bro. Yeah, because if
Imagine.
he get a first round knockout, right?
He
If
cool
he
for
get a
July,
first round, he could be ready for June.
June, July. He ready. June,
Nah,
July.
it got to be
Especially
June.
June. He ready
Can't be
June. He
July.
ready June. June. He ready June.
April. Nah, that's 2 months out. It depends on his suspension because after a fight you get
Yeah,
suspended no matter what.
but they suspend you like for 30, 60 days, right?
It
90 days.
depends on the commission.
Depends on the commission. Mm. And what
So we'll
did
see.
this fight go what? Ain't they fighting in California, right?
It's either California or Texas. I haven't even because it's so
I hope
far
it's
out. I
not
haven't
Texas.
even looked into it. You know what I'm
I hope
saying?
it's not Texas. I hope it's not Texas, man. They fucking judging system in Russ be ass, man. All right. I'd rather fight in Florida, man. Real shit. Cause it be that one referee. That one referee. I
That
forgot
fuck
who he was.
everything up.
He fucked everything up. Damn, who was the fuck fighting in Texas last time? That referee fucked everything up. And I'm glad Sean Porter mentioned that shit. Cause shout out Santos boxing. I told Son, I said, yo, that referee a piece of shit. The next thing you know, the following day, Sean Porter started talking about it. I said, nigga, I told you that referee ass.
Yeah.
Nigga be scheming. But
And,
yeah,
and that goes to back to what we
yeah.
talked about earlier. Boxing has to change as far as the rules and everybody got to be on the same page. Like if you play basketball, football, baseball in the states, and you take an exhibition game to fucking UK to fucking Africa to wherever, the rules are
Mm-hmm.
still the same. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
yes.
They need to do that with boxing. You can't
Yeah.
have certain rules in fucking New York, certain rules in California, certain rules in Texas, certain rules in Vegas, certain rules in Florida. Yo, it's just got to be the rules got to be the same all the way around, and you'll see all that corruption shit that should be out the door.
Go out the window. It should go out the window. And the Ali Act need to be all around the world because he was a
That should need to
global
be enforced.
icon.
Facts.
I mean, he was a global icon. But it shows that if you go to the British Boxing Commission or even Japan, y'all know steroids legal in Japan. Hey, we game all night. What up? Y'all know that shit legal in Japan.
Yeah,
Um, like,
we gang. What
like
up,
for
bro?
like for instance, before you go frontline, we watch Stephen Fulton. Bro, you got both titles. Why the fuck you go to Japan to go fight somebody to unify? He only got one belt when you got both belts at the time. Know what I mean? And you went over there, your dad touched the gloves and the patent, your dad started bitching, but Stephen Fulton having that no the American pride, nah, I'm still gonna do it. And got his ass whipped.
Yep.
But you showed that like certain things is legal over there, but nigga, you never should have went over there. And that's what we telling Xander. Xander, you got the right idea. Nigga, you call the shots. You're the king of 154. And nigga, you're gonna get that IBS belt.
Yep.
You're
Keep
gonna get that
make
IBS
them
belt.
come to you. Make them come
Come
to
up.
you. You the
Make
champ.
him
You
up.
you the unified champ.
Yes. Yes. You're the unified champ. You call the shots.
It don't matter who the A side or the B side is. Even like if you fight Fundora, right?
Yeah.
People would say that Fundora will be the A side. That's fine and dandy, but guess what? You got to do what the fuck Xander says, because Xander's the unified.
Cause only the WBC will make him the A side. You feel me?
Right.
Just by
And
holding
and,
that
and
belt.
and that's the reason why Xander don't mind. But
You feel
Xander's
me?
gonna put speculations in his contract.
Yes. Yes, he is. He the king.
Hey, we game. Yeah, we talked about that shit, but you gotta go back and listen in because we said it that if that motherfucker ends up beating Gary Antoine Russell,
Mm-hmm.
that motherfucker dirty as shit. He on some Conti shit.
You on that Conte pack. Now we talked about that earlier, gang. And we said it like, that lag gonna kick in. That lag gonna kick in. If he
And
end
if
up
it,
pulling it off, go ahead, front.
no, go ahead.
Now, like I said, if he end up pulling it off, game, know what I mean, and you don't see like no type of fatigueness, none of that. Because listen, we all been on planes before, probably in a small trip, a 3 hour trip. We got off a plane, and you feel the jet lag, you feel the lag, you're gonna feel it, and especially where he's coming from. You coming from a whole different fucking country, a whole different continent, and you coming over here to the Americans. Frontline even broke it down earlier. A lot of people did. Shout out to Edwin on Round One Sports. A lot of people broke it down as, you're going to take it's going to be like 3 to 4 days, to get acclimated to get used to our atmosphere, you know, and
Atmosphere, the timing, like
I mean
because
everything.
it's 12 to
You know,
13 hour difference.
yes, yes, you know, and if he go in that bitch and show up and show out, I don't know what to say, man. That nigga, that Conte pack,
And on
that
top of
Conte
it,
pack.
he hasn't fought since September of 2024. That's over a year. That's like a year and what, 5 months, 6 months, something like
Yes,
that.
yes, yes,
And
yes.
he come in there and he show out against Gary Antoine Russell. Yeah, there's a problem.
Nigga on something. It's on something. But you
And it's
know
a
what?
turkey card on top of it. Yeah, yeah.
And we know how Turkey playing. We know how Turkey playing, y'all. We know how Turkey playing. Cause don't be surprised. You know they try to do that. The question is how in the world they do wait until last minute to fix the visa. I don't know. I don't know.
That could have been motherfuckers that booked his flight fucked it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I always thought. The people that booked the flight probably did that shit. But you know, we gonna find out.
Or it could have been strategic too.
Yeah.
It could have been
Could be.
part of his strategy. Well, I don't
Yeah.
know.
It can go both ways. I'm glad you mentioned that. That can be part of a strategy too. But like, I'm gonna make them think this. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna take this hot shit and I'm gonna fuck them up. You know what I mean?
But there is something that somebody brought up that if you look at his airport arrival, that
Hmm.
motherfucker looked chupao, 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 like weight drained like a motherfucker.
Wow.
So I haven't seen that video yet, so I can't speak on it. But I'm just, some people might have already seen it. But yeah, he
I ain't
looked
see it.
drained, drained, drained. I'm gonna see if I find it. I'll pull it up and I'll send it to you.
'Cause that's what I was worried about. Like, damn, like, yo, we broke the news stating that, he's, know what I mean, the flight been canceled. Now it's back on. He's flying to America. But he should have popped up at the press conference yesterday. I don't give a fuck. He should have showed up.
He was probably
He,
sleeping. That lag would do it to you.
I mean, because remember, if I'm not mistaken, they made somebody do that shit one time. He had a fight before, and they still made him pop up to the press conference. I forgot who Turkey did that shit to. And I'm like, damn, bro, he already got a fight scheduled. How you already got this motherfucker popping up at this press conference too when he ain't
I'm
even
just
finished his work? Like,
I'm just glad that motherfucker didn't call in the press conference to talk his little fucking
yeah,
WWE
I'm happy he
bullshit.
did. I'm happy he didn't. That's communism, man. That shit communism. We never seen Oscar, Al Heyman, Bob Arum, Lucas DeBella. We never seen Frank Warren, Eddie. We never seen none of these niggas do this. Not even Don King and all them old motherfuckers. We never seen none of them do the shit that Turkey doing.
Nope.
Turkey did this shit so much. We even watched Eddie Hearn do that shit to a certain fighter. Remember? It was Andy Cruz. And yo, you gotta pick it up. Hey, come on, bro. What the fuck is y'all doing? You know? Like, what the fuck is y'all doing, man? Y'all getting up telling y'all fighter such and such. Nah, man. That's the trainer job, and that's the fighter to listen to what the coach telling them. Yo, nigga, press forward to win certain fights. But you don't get up and do the turkey. And yo, you down 2 rounds. Like, nah, nigga, you don't do nothing like that. And then all of a sudden, my motherfucker still get a victory. Yeah, but Andy Cruz didn't. But I'm talking about the Shiraz shit. The shit Turkey bringing in the boxing is too much communism. And his cards ass. That's it. Fuck Turkey. All right, fuck Turkey.
But
And
yo,
I had a feeling about
I'm
that.
out. I'll probably jump back in the chat, but I'm out though. I gotta get
Oh
going.
yeah, we gonna pull up later when you on round one. Hey
If he
yo.
go on today, he might pull up for the box lab card.
Oh yeah, all right, bet then. Even if y'all do a live commentary, send me that joint. We on that. I got Nostradamus pick on that joint too.
I got you.
All right, bet
All
one,
right,
bro.
later.
Shout out my brother Frontline, yo. Shout out Frontline pulling up. Know what I mean? Shout out we game all night pulling up. I appreciate you toe to toe. What up? What up, my guy? Uh, listen, man, it was a great joint today. A lot, you know, was talked today. Was talked about. Um, this is a very intriguing card tomorrow. You know, but y'all, it's a lot of corruption going on in boxing. Um, if y'all don't see what we see, we don't know what to tell people. But I'm starting to think, right? The casuals is the robots. Y'all got to remember when you go across seas, all of the bot farms is across seas. You know, shit, you can get a fucking You can get 1 million people in India to like your shit, but you paying the niggas from across seas, you know what I mean? You paying the nigga Rafiq Jabbar, you know what I mean? Paying that nigga $5 to get 1,000 views, you know what I mean? Hey, Rafiq Jabbar, stop playing with my shit. Stop zapping me, nigga. But I know it's Turkey and them niggas zapping me, but at the end of the day, I gotta stand on what I gotta stand on because it's all facts, not an opinion. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna let you come up here and I'm gonna let you work. I'm gonna let you cook. But you gotta be mindful. We coming back with some shit. You know, we're gonna come back with some shit and we're gonna hop on your ass. But at the end of the day, we cook here. You hear me? We bring out the sazon, the sofrito, the adobo. You know, we bring out everything to cook over here. And I hope you motherfuckers understand that shit. You dig me? But I appreciate my brother Frontline pulling up all of the time. Shout out my co-host Santos Boxing. Shout out my nigga, we game all night. Know what I mean? I appreciate you toe to toe. I appreciate everybody that always pull up, you know, and show out, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, hopefully Ryan Garcia re-signs with Golden Boy. Cause Ryan, you go anywhere else, you ain't gonna get this much opportunities but Oscar doing for you. You understand me? Oscar holding you down big time, bro. Oscar holding you down. And you know, you got to fight again. You know what I mean? You got a championship fight again. You know, if I'm not mistaken, Ryan only got 2 losses. That's from Tank and Rolly. Um, but this belt right here, this green belt gonna look good around your waist. We need Ryan. Listen, Ryan needs to win this belt. Cause I'm sorry what I'm about to say, man, but could he become the face of boxing? And don't worry about it. We game all night. Could Ryan Garcia become the face of boxing just by capturing his WBC title? Because he already sell. He already do numbers. You already getting the big payday fucking with Ryan. If you fight Ryan, you getting the big payday. You know? And no, we'll talk tomorrow after the fight if Ryan wins. You know, well, who should be next for him? Um, you said Oscar need Ryan. Ryan don't need Oscar. Hey, it can go like that, but we all got to be mindful. Even though Ryan was a social media superstar, he still got to get consent from Oscar De La Hoya. You know, because a lot of this shit be in a contracts, y'all. A lot of shit we really don't know about. All of this shit be in a contracts. That's why we talks about when when these fighters go over there and sign the zoo for boxing, they signing their whole life rights away. You know, and it's crazy. Like your mom and father gave you a name, and once you sign to a certain entity, you don't even owe your real name no more. Ain't that about some shit? Nigga, you got me fucked up. I ain't gonna be a slave to no motherfucking body. Now I mean, it's just like you running from like you're an independent fighter. Now you run into a plantation that's all right. Give me your shit. Now I mean, give me like shout out what Oscar De La Hoya exposed. Ryan can't thrive as a free agent and keep 20%. He can. He gonna keep the whole 8. He gonna keep the whole 100. You know what I mean? Just because the promoters, the promoters, they get 20% and the fighters get 80% under the Ali Act. But when you go, that's why I tell people when motherfuckers go across seas, because you got to remember, in Brit all across seas, there's no Ali Act over there. You know what I mean? There's no, nah. If we game on it, everybody contract is different. But we don't know about the contracts of motherfuckers signing. I mean, like social media shit. But Zuffa contract is one contract. I showed the contract. I exposed the contract. Shit. Washington, D.C., Trump and them exposed the contract. If y'all motherfuckers really want to know, Trump man, Cash Patel, them niggas trying to indict motherfucking Dana White. They on their ass. Know what I mean? But at the end of the day, Zuffa contract is Zuffa contract. You sign your life rights away once you sign the Zuffa. Now I mean, you can go to the Guardian because the Guardian just exposed the full contract. Because remember, they had to show the contract in Congress, and they exposed the whole fucking contract. So when you sign there, it's like you signing a Puff Daddy. When you sign the Zuffa, it's like you signing the Bad Boy Records. Take that. Know what I mean? And that's a fact. That's a motherfucking fact. And when you sign the Zuffa, 20% goes to the fighter and 80% goes to who? The promoter. This is a fact. And that's a fact. That's Zoo for fact. Hey, we game all night. That's Zoo for fact. That's a Zoo for fact. Everybody in the community know that's a Zoo for fact. Zoo for contracts fucked up. I'm just talking about like when you sign the big certain promotional companies. Now what I mean, like we see it happening with Virgil right now. We see it happening to Virgil, but people are seeing how Rick Maringian trying to put some other shit in the game because it's Turkey. It's Turkey. Like I tell the world, listen. Back in 2024, before I went to court, before I got this beeper put on my leg, I watched Oscar De La Hoya come out and state that no, they have a contract. It was like a full 5-year deal contract. This was December of 2024. December of 2024, Oscar De La Hoya came on and he said, I feel sorry for Top Rank because Top Rank had their last card. Remember at the time? And it was going out of the TV situation with ESPN. Why? Because what happened? Deontay Wilder in that lawsuit, and plus the motherfuckers that got indicted. A lot of people don't know about. This is why my channel get warnings and hits, because I stay on people's ass. No. We game all night. That's false. Only in America. The Ali Act, you supposed to show what a fighter gets. And this is a motherfucking fact. The world know. The Ali Act shows the fighter get 80, the promoter get 20, and you supposed to let the person know how much you getting. But when Turkey and them came in, they changed all of that shit. They changed all of that shit. And for Zuffa, when you sign a Zuffa, 80% go to the promoter, 20% goes to the fighter. Go look at the contract. Go to the Guardian. The Guardian, you'll punch up the whole contract. Or go to the Congress or library. Look up the contract. The shit right there. Niggas selling their soul. Niggas is selling their soul. That's why I remember when Ryan fought Rolly, they kept saying, well, I heard this is a big fight. Y'all getting big paid money. And they were saying 20 million, 30 million. And Ryan kept going up. Because they signed, when you fuck with Turkey, you sign an NDA. Why is I'm signing an NDA? When I'm fucking with Oscar and all these niggas, I'm not signing no NDA. Because the Ali Act protects a fighter. But when you go across seas, the Ali Act is not valid over there. That shit not mandatory over across seas. That's why we be getting robbed. That's why steroids legal over there. That's why motherfucking loading your gloves, your wraps legal over there. Don't believe me? Look at what the WBA and the British Commission just said about Nick Ball and motherfucking Brandon Figueroa. He got the rights to do that. No. You got that wrong. No. You know when the Ali Act started, brother? Because fighters was getting robbed before the Ali Act took place. I want you to go back and look how long the Ali Act been active for in America. That's why I tell people, don't listen to all of these other niggas that's talking the false shit. The fighter, it doesn't hide the pay. It doesn't hide the pay. The fighter get 80% and the promoter get 20%. You know, and you disclose, I mean, you let the world know what the fuck is you making. Because back then, fighters was getting robbed. You can go on Google right now, it'll say from 10,000 to 50,000 the fighter make per fight or per year. You know, Google always changed it. It's owned by Alphabet. When you look who owns Alphabet, it's a bunch of Indian niggas that's from India. Now, I mean, I'm just keeping it tall. But at the end of the day, the shit Turkey and them doing, they don't disclose the pay. They don't let you know how much them niggas getting paid. So I'm glad Ryan came out and told Mike Coppinger for the Rolly fight, I only got $5 million. I thought Turkey paid you $20 million. I thought he paid you $50 million for the fight. Because remember, he kept saying up for the Rolly fight, and you only got $5 million. But when you fight tanking them, nigga, you know what you're making after the fight. It's like, for instance, why did it take so long for y'all to put the pay-per-view numbers out? And the world, no, T.O. Shakur did not do no 1.2 million pay-per-view buys. They did not do no motherfucking pay. Come on, bro. Like motherfuckers got to be realistic. People got to be realistic. When you want to go buy views and buy from a streaming forum, you hitting niggas up from across seas. You go in the nigga basement, the nigga got over 100 phones in the motherfucking basement. People got to make this shit make sense. Y'all don't see the communism and shit, man. Y'all don't see the communism in boxing. This man is not saving boxing at all. He's fucking up boxing. When you got a certain entity that come into the sport of boxing and attack the Ali Act, Make this shit make sense, man. People got to make this shit make sense, man. Because a lot of motherfuckers niggas never putting gloves on. Niggas probably never had a fight before. Boxing probably not even a nigga's sport. Listen, boxing and football been my favorite sport since I was 5 years old, bro. Since I was 5 years old. Know what I mean? I loved it, this shit. I was watching Tyson in the 80s, 90s. Heavyweight was the best division. I was watching Tyson knock niggas the fuck out. Literally. Niggas was scared to get in the ring with him. Literally. I seen when Roy Jones came and made the top niggas, the top 3 contenders, the top contenders look like shit. I watched Oscar come in the game. I watched Floyd. I watched all these niggas come in the game. And the Ali Act protected a lot of those motherfuckers when the Ali Act got introduced and they got approved by Congress. Because you're going to understand, look when the Ali Act got approved. And then you go back and understand the difference, how the Ali Act came and it changed the game of boxing, man. And a lot of fighters got paid. Because everything was about the promoter. Don't believe me? Look at Don King. Look what Don King did to Tyson. You know what I mean? No. You have to change. No. I got you, but nah, the Ali Act is nothing for the promoter, bro. Right now, the Ali Act that just got changed for Zuffa is for the promoter and shit, bro. It's 20% for the fighter, 80% for the promoter. And the Zuffa joint. When you go back and watch fuck what I'm saying. You watch Mauricio Suleiman say the same thing. You watch every fucking fighter. Now, I mean, I'm over 40-something years old, and everybody will tell you, the world will tell you, the Ali Act protects the fighter. It protects the fighters. 80% for the fighter, 20% to the promoter. The world know that. And then when you want to talk about rankings and shit, everything you just said, the one entity from doing everything like rankings, promotions, even event setting, what the fuck is Turkey doing? And recruiting fighters, what the fuck is Turkey and Zuffa Boxing doing? Everything you said that the Ali Act prevents one entity from doing, don't you see them niggas doing it? Don't you see Zuffa doing it? Don't you see Dana doing it? Turkey doing it? Don't you see them doing it? You see what Nick Khan said? Nigga, this is what you need to understand. The Ali Act across seas, the Ali Act is only acceptable to America. Across seas, the Ali Act do not work. So make this shit make sense to me. If I'm across seas, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Name me one nigga that went to Riyadh seas and got money on the back end. Name me. Bro, name me. The Ring magazine don't mean shit, my nigga. Name me one fighter that went across seas and got money off the back end. Name me one. Because none of them did. They give you a large lump sum, my nigga. Because at the end of the day, if you be like, listen, bro, I don't want none of that shit. Just give me this small portion. I want my money on the back end. What that mean? I want my money on fight night. Everything the pay-per-view buys did. Everything we sold, merch. Everything we fucking did. I want my money on the back end. And I promise you, you will see, ain't none of them niggas in the rear. You will see everybody recouped it. You will see that shit. You got these niggas throwing out fake numbers. Oh, the nigga just gave me 100 million. Bro, make this shit make sense. Y'all niggas talking about it. Nigga, you dealing with a government when you go across seas. You're not dealing with it. Nigga, you dealing with a fucking government. Riyadh seas in Turkey, that shit is backed by a government. It's not one entity. It's backed by a government. The fuck is people talking about? They backed by a government. You see the shystiness that's going on in boxing. You see the corruption. Like, come on, the sanctioning body's been here how fucking long, bro? And then I want you to pay attention. Everybody that comes at the WBC, right? What belt they run to? The corniest belt in a fucking game, which is the WBO. That don't mean shit. When the WBO started, this all 2000, my nigga. 2000, nigga. That's when 17 body saints, that's when 17 divisions came and everything. When I was a kid, it was only 8 weight divisions. 3 belts. The belts was the WBC. The WBA been there forever because it's the longest belt, 1921, 1922. When people talk about the Ring magazine started off as a wrestling magazine, my nigga. Then once they seen boxing started to take over, it was like 10, 12 years later. But go do your fucking research. Listen, just grab DuckDuckGo and go do your research, man. That's what I tell everybody. That's why I tell everybody. Then the IBF came in, the WBO and the 17 weight divisions came in 2000, my nigga. 99-2000. 99-2000. Bro, you don't hear nobody running around saying, nigga, I'm about to fight for the Ring magazine. Bro, you don't see the black ball of PBC? Jermell Charlo is still the fucking Ring magazine champion at 154. Nobody beat him. Why they don't glorify him or label him a Ring magazine champion? Oh, because he PBC, right? Charlo paid all of his fucking sanctioning fees, and what bitch ass Turkey and them niggas did? Because Bud ain't want to fight him. Like, come on, y'all people got to make this shit make sense. It's like niggas glazing Bud. Bro, who the fuck did Bud Crawford fight? Let's keep it real. Every time when you became undisputed at 140, why the fuck you never defended it? When you became undisputed at 147, why the fuck you ain't defended it? But the key thing I tell people is, if you ain't paid a body sanction, then that means you ain't undisputed. Right? If you ain't paid a body sanction, that means you ain't undisputed, right? That's all I'm saying, right? Because niggas hate on Tio so much, but people forget Lomachenko never lost the belt. He never vacated. He never got stripped. They elevated him. So which means is even if they elevated me to franchise champion, I'm still the fucking champion. I'm still the fucking champion. And y'all let a bitch ass Devin Haney trying to come in the game and do some corny shit. No, nigga. So that means it applies just like Stanionis had the real WBO title. I mean the WBA title. In 2022, when he fought that Russian, Stanionis won the real WBA title. And what happened? Earl Spence was elevated to super. It's the same shit. But only the rules applies when it comes to WBC, right? For instance, what belt Floyd Mayweather ever fought for? Fuck what I'm saying. Floyd said, fuck the WBO, fuck the WBA, fuck the IBF, nigga, fuck the ring, nigga. I'm a WBC king, nigga. You get the most money with the WBC. Stop letting these bullshit people tell you something different. Y'all keep talking to TKO, Ari, Emmanuel, all them niggas. Make it make sense. How Cash Patel and trying to indict all of these niggas that's under Zuffa and all and TKO and shit. These niggas losing money and all that shit. Got all of these lawsuits happening. But at the end of the day, they paying these boxers. Make this shit make sense to me, y'all. Please. Please make this shit make sense to me, man. You know me, man. I listen, I got to keep it the truth. Project Beamer, damn, you just said you don't like the... No. What I mean by this is, you know how, Beam, you know how, let's say the WBA, right? You become the WBA champion, which is the WBA regular. And you have 5 title defenses, which you're supposed to have 5 title defenses, and then they elevate you to super champion, right? Right? It's just like the WBC. If I'm a champion and I didn't lose, but I'm the real champion, I got the regular, I'm the real champion, and after 5 fights, I defended my title a couple times, and y'all elevated me to franchise champion. It's still the same. I'm still the main guy. I'm the main nigga. I'm the real champion. You're not. Your interim just turned into the regular and I just got upgraded. Like, people got to make the shit make sense, man. But this is the shit I tell you. You started seeing certain, man. All I can say about Bud Crawford, you always carried the WBO champion. You never built a relationship with the WBC, nigga. You never did. And your brother Shakur did. And you always, like, bro, you could tell jealousy of a nigga, man. It ain't the boxing world fault that you re-signed with Top Rank, nigga. You the one that blocked your own blessings in your situations. You gotta make sense to the boxers. They the ones sign the contract. Yeah, the boxers does sign the contract. No, but the contracts I'm talking about is the Zuffa contract and the regular contract. You know, but the Ali Act, you know, in general, when it came about, it's 80% for the fighter, 20% for the promoter. You got to remember, the Ali Act is not activated across seas. So it's 80% for the promoter, 20% for the fighter. Just like what Zuffa is. Just go look at the Zuffa contract. The Zuffa contract, I'm making a lot of sense because I'm reading the fucking contract. I read the contract. You can go on the Congress library and see the contract. You can go to the Guardian in Washington, D.C., the whole contract up there. Matter of fact, tomorrow I'll post the link up to the contract. The contract is up there. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, motherfuckers got to read the shit. And you heard when Nick Khan said, well, we just coming in to do this and that. All they came in and did was, for Zuffa, 80% goes to the promoter and 20% goes to the fighter. Make the shit make sense. You're signing your life away. Just like I said, and you got a motherfucker that went the Riyadh season. Name me one nigga that got money on the back end. Canelo ain't getting no money on the back end. And he would have triple made that shit. A lot of fighters need to understand what back end money is. A lot of fighters need to understand. Bud Crawford told the world. He said, listen, when I went with Al Heyman, I wanted some upfront money. I wanted my shit up front and the hard, large lump sum. Al said, no, bro, I got you. Trust me. Just take this, pay your taxes, and you're going to see Bud made close to 30, 40 million motherfucking dollars. Make this shit make sense to me, yo. Make this shit make sense to me. Fuck what I'm saying. The truth out there. The truth is out there. And shout out to Deontay Wilder. Every time All Facts say something is the truth. Shout out to Deontay Wilder who exposed a lot of these niggas that's on that snack shit is on PDs. Shout out to Deontay for exposing how he got cheated by Tyson Fury. And he won the lawsuit. He won 70 million. And this shit was like 2021, 2022. Know what I mean? Shout out to Deontay Wilder so people can go back and see why Top Rank lost their contract with ESPN. Really how they really lost it with HBO. And HBO knew about the shit. Everybody knew the indictment was coming. They just ain't know when. Niggas just ain't know when. Know what I mean? Niggas just ain't know when. But when you like contracts, bro, please y'all understand the contract. Because when you sign the Zuffa and them niggas, I'm telling you, it's like signing the Puff Daddy and Bad Boy Records. That shit is like signing the Puff Daddy and Bad Boy Records. Take that, take that, take that, take that. Take that, take that, take that. Y'all don't see the pays these niggas get? Like, come on, man. Come on. How the fuck you gonna get paid $1 million? Listen, Zuffa is not a sanctioning body, nigga. Look at the club scene they got, bro. Shit, Pro Box TV and Box Lab throw on better fights than that. It's like you still fighting in the club scene, the Shitman circuit. Y'all people got to make this shit make sense. What new fighter you bringing into the game? Like, come on, man. This shit's so WWE, man, and people blind by this shit. This shit WWE, bro. This shit WWE, man. Yeah, this shit WWE. But yeah, shout out to Alex Bray and them. It's a good fight card today. Shout out to Box Lab on Florida. You know, Box Lab got a great card today. You know, they got some heavy hitters on there. You know, go check out the card if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully about 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. The prelim should start. I will be over there. Shout out my youngin' Alex Bray. Gotta get it, baby. But you know, we already waiting. We waiting for the unstoppable Gomes to pull up, man. Hey. Hey, Box Lab, my guy, I need another rumble, man. You got niggas ducking my youngin', man. But yeah, man, I need y'all to go check out those contracts, man. Because a lot of people, you know, riding with Zuffa right now, and Zuffa contract horrible, man. It's horrible. Why you think Robert Garcia trying to get all his fighters over there? And shout out to Oscar De La Hoya, who exposed it again. Oh, give me your number. Oh, give me 10 million. You give them 10 million, now they own you forever. Make this shit make sense, man. This shit just like WWE, y'all. Y'all better look at the motherfuckers who behind the scenes is running WWE and who running Zuffa, TKO, and all that shit. Y'all better look into the TKO lawsuits. Y'all better look into the UFC lawsuits that's still going on to this day as I motherfucking talk. You know what I mean? Fuck what I'm saying. Just go look it up. I bet you come back speaking a different tone. Like, oh, this nigga on some. Now I see why he gets zapped a lot, because he telling the truth. Now I see why Louis gets zapped a lot, because the nigga stay telling the truth. I gotta tell you the truth, man. I gotta tell you, man. Because it's only right. If y'all don't see the downfall of the situation where you from, it's crazy. And let's keep it tall, man. Nigga, Devin ain't that, man. Devin is not that. I'm going to post some footage up when Devin trying to fight in Southpaw, man. I will whoop Devin ass. Literally. Literally, nigga. I will whoop Devin ass, bro. Literally. This is literally, man. We just watched Devin do the bitches shit in 2024, bro. Going into 2025. We watched Devin Haney do the bitchest shit in the world, man. And that's some bitch shit. Because Cotto didn't do it, my nigga. Cotto took that shit on the chin and got it back in blood and beat the dog shit out of Margarito. But y'all want the world to believe Ryan Garcia was on PEDs, but Devin Haney fucked with the king of PEDs. Nigga, make it make sense. The same nigga y'all kept saying, well, Manny Pacquiao got to be on PEDs. But it's cool when Bud Crawford and Devin Haney go work with the nigga, right? Hey, Project, right? I want to tell people, right? I want y'all. I'm gonna send a video, right? I want y'all to know that. Listen, shout out to Turkey though. Turkey helped save the world. Shout out my nigga. Know what I mean? MSB, the real prince. Know what I mean? The real fucking prince. Know what I mean? MSB. Know what I mean? My nigga Solomon. Peace to the real prince. But Turkey did some live shit, y'all. And I believe what Turkey and them doing, the shit he did in the political scene, because you got to remember, I don't even want to talk about this shit, man, because this is a boxing channel. But y'all were about to find out when Jeffrey Epstein dropped them other 3 million things, and y'all about to see what Turkey did. The people that, the king and the prince that was running shit right way before MSB, them niggas was on that same type of shit, and Turkey helped save it. That's all I'm going to tell you. You know what I mean? That's all I'm going to tell you. Them niggas was on that Epstein list. They did a lot of shit to keep. Listen, I don't even want to talk about that shit because it's a boxing channel, but that's a fact. You know what I mean? Dev would never pop dirty. Listen, Dev did pop dirty. He was suspended. You know why? USA, listen. Why you think Ryan won that lawsuit, my nigga? He never popped dirty. But of course, how you gonna pop dirty when you gotta enroll in VADA? Make it make sense. Why every snack fighter force everybody to enroll in VADA? But I want you. Ain't Keyshawn a snack fighter? Wasn't Conor Ben being sponsored by them? Then he touched dirty. Ain't Clarissa Shields a snack fighter? And I want you to go. Why they don't go to USADA? Why they don't go to WADA? Why they only choose? Oh, you signed a contract. You got to take because VADA covered it up. VADA covered everything up. Victor Conte wasn't dumb, my nigga. Victor Conte helped start VADA, motherfuckers. Do y'all know that? Do y'all know that back in 2009, 2010, 2011, who Victor Conte kept coming at? WA, right? DA. I want y'all to remember that. Go look at it. That's one thing about the YouTube time machine. That shit is still there, bro. It's still there. And then what happened in 2024 when Victor Conte got VADA off the ground? Didn't Americon and Bo Mac whole camp get found positive for PEDs? Remember, 2014, everybody was getting found for PEDs. Mikey Garcia, the whole Robert Garcia jump, everybody was getting pop positive for PEDs just to enroll in VADA. Remember, Mayweather kept saying, well, Pacquiao got to be a cheat. He cheat. He come from here to go to there. But he was working with Victor Conte. So it's cool for Bud and Devin to work with Victor Conte, a well-known cheater who you just watch go to jail, come home from the feds. The nigga told on his wife. Sugar Shane even took the stand, and he ain't even pop dirty, but he took the stand and said, yeah, the nigga gave me some cream, and it came back, asked, hey, come on, y'all people got to keep the shit real, bro. Y'all people got to keep the shit real. Keep it the fuck real, man. So a nigga that's, like, for instance, if you ever went to jail for drugs, right, and the cops pull up, motherfuckers gonna always, oh, he sell drugs, right? Come on, we got to make this shit make sense, man. We got to make this shit make sense. They got to make this shit make sense. You know, well, I'm up on out of here. I see y'all tomorrow. You know, yeah, let's get to my fight predictions. My apologies. Frank Martin out here. It's gonna be a good fight, a great fight. But I'm sorry, I got Frank in the fight. You know, I got Frank going the distance. But if Frank stopped Nair, hey, that's major. Gary Antoine Russell versus Andy Hiroka. I'm gonna keep it real. We know jet lag is gonna lagging is gonna take a big part of this Andy situation. Shout out my brother Frontline and shout out motherfucker. We game all night. You know they talking about about the video clip about they seeing Andy getting off the plane and shit. And I guess Frontline saying he looked a little bit drained. You know, but like I say, I got Gary Antoine Russell with a KO. But if Andy Hiroka come out, you don't see no jet lag, you don't see none of that shit. They shot him up with that Conte. I don't know. But with the co-main event, I don't know. I got Oscar Duarte with the upset. I don't know why. You know, I like Hit a lot, but the shit you doing sparring, the shit you say you doing sparring, and you look good in sparring, it don't transition to the ring when you under those bright lights. It don't transition. But hopefully Hit can get the victory. You know, but I got to be in the upset. And I got Ryan winning. But in the second half, you know, because we already know the first half of the fight, Barrio's strong as shit. That nigga super duper strong. So, you know, second half of the fight, he fades. But we know in the first half of the fight, between the first and the 6 rounds, Ryan got to get his foot under the like a Brian Norman Jr. But he's a little chinny, but second half of the fight he be strong. But I got Ryan with the KO. And since everybody talking about Devin, right? All right, Devin the clinch Haney, right? If you take that second round knockdown away from Brian Norman Jr., who won the fight? Because after that knockdown, Devin went on cruise control. He kept clinching. Shit, after the fight, he was already clinching in the first round his damn self. You know? I like Dev as a fighter. He's one of the he the smartest one out of all of them who started his own promotional company. Shout out to Dev, shout out to Bill, shout out to the Haney Promotions. I don't take nothing from him. And he got the heart. He'd get in there and fight anybody. But the only part I dislike, y'all, is he did some bitch shit. Instead of getting back in blood, you want to lie and say a nigga on PDs, but you work with a well nigga that's on PDs. And then you go to all of these people to do the interviews when they all signed the turkey. All these podcasters that interviewing Dev, majority of them get paid by Turkey. All of these announcers, all of these niggas get paid by Turkey. And for instance, Devin Haney, PEDs don't help you punch hard. It gives you stamina. So when you look at all of you snack fighters, from round one, y'all niggas breathing out your mouth. Make this shit make sense to me, and y'all never get tired. Make this shit make sense to me, man. That's all I gotta say. Until then, I'm up on out of here. I appreciate everybody that tuned in, pulled up. Let me go through these shout outs real fast. Shout out my brother Frontline pulling up. Shout out Toe to Toe Boxing. Shout out We Game All Night. Shout out Project Beamer. Shout out Louis 13. I appreciate everybody that pulled up and tuned in, man. We be back tomorrow with more. But right now, later on, hopefully, my guy Round One on. Shout out to my brother Frontline. But if not, go to We Game All Night. My guy gaming all day, all night. You hear me? And it's just like that. We up on out of here. Dollar.